Wow. Hi. FC Chapamon, Soul Jam, and Alien J. Just right here immediately. Right at the start. Okay, hi everybody, hello. Also, I'd just like to say, thanks for coming by. Also, it might have been, I'd say it's been about 5 days? Or more, we're up to 104 days now that I'm looking for this, Bara Bigby Dacky. Actually awake after work for once. Oh, jeez. Me too, Chapamon. But like, oh god, today's been a day. Yeah, this is an appropriate looking canastrum for right now. It's Spoopaween. It has been a week, that's for sure. I just can't believe it's already been a work week for me. Feels like just yesterday. Goddamn. There you go, one more day, Gump. Oh, there you go, Gump. It's hump day. Hump day. What am I talking about? It's the last day. I mean, today was the last day, and like, even on calls all week. Oh, yay. Nope, I've just been trying to, you know, get a maintained, balanced lifestyle or whatever, and like, failing badly. And do workflows. Oh, fun. I was making more dog heads, and I think the funniest thing that I said at work today, because I make animal parts and whatnot out of silicone at work. That's part of my job. I'm a, I don't know, silicone production area person. I don't know. Anyways, I was pouring the last bit of silicone I needed for some dog heads that I started earlier this week, and I realized I might have extra silicone, and like, you know, management had just said, hey, don't waste silicone. So I take this spare silicone over to my buddy and be like, hey, do you have anything that you could put some silicone in? And he's like, oh yeah, sure thing. And then he looks, and I'm like, wait a second, are the buttholes empty? He's like, oh yeah, no, I guess you can make some buttholes, because like the little baby cows we make, the butthole is a separate part, because you know that's the part the veterinarian needs to touch a bunch apparently, and they won't know if that butthole is like 5 different colors of silicone. To them that's normal or something, I don't know. Anyways, I just couldn't believe I said out loud that like I was going to fill my coworkers' buttholes, because like that's a sentence you don't normally say in the workplace. And still have a job afterwards, anyways. Chapamon also practice molds? Kinda, yeah. Well, that's basically the whole business, is we make, simulators, realistic simulators. That way veterinarians can practice, like, you know, I don't know why they stick their fingers in the cow's butthole, but that's a thing we make. I specifically make the heads of the dogs, usually. I said that and kept my job at the last job. Wow, Gum. But yeah, basically, oh, what? Blue Arctos is here! 14 months, holy shit. You wanna fill that pumpkin's butthole together with me touching tips? Oh, thank you, Blue. Oh my god. I vet text that doesn't probably. Oh, right, you are! Fuck, I forgot. But yeah, long story short, I make dog heads. The dog heads have interchangeable, like, jaw sets that you can put on them. So that way you can, like, practice doing x-rays, or you can practice doing teeth cleaning, or you can practice doing dental surgery. And then there's also a clear set, which I'm not sure if they actually put inside the dog, but it's just clear plastic all around the teeth. Oh, it's Buddy Bot, too. Wow. Hi, everybody. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting this many people to show up, like, on a Thursday at this time slot, because I was kind of really tired about getting to stream today. I was tired, okay? Well, hi, what are you doing? RPG was just subscribed for 9 months. Oh, wow. The Hippogriff is born. Gets supported Earth X RPG Rooster. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, good night, Gump. Thanks for dropping by. I mean, I'm not sure it's a hippogriff. It's more like a holstrous griff. A moo hype. Oh my gosh, thanks, Chapel Man. Oh my god, subscribe for 2 months. Wow, okay. Thanks everybody. I'm not even awake enough to understand all this, but thank you. Yeah, hype train, oh my god. Okay, whoa. Level 1 hype train. Okay, I really don't know how to combine a rooster and a minotaur. Now, I mean, I'm sure there are flying cows. That seems like a very D&D thing to have happen. Yeah, it's just like a griffin, except it's got cow legs and limbs, and like rooster wings and maybe head. That'd be funny. But it also has udders because cow. I don't know, RPG Rooster. What's the damage on a flying like drive-by udder attack? What sort of magical milk do you get from a rooster minotaur hybrid? What kind of eggs?
RPG_Rooster says cow ox cow face all have to make a special monster.
Of course, a special monster. Oh my god. Thanks, RPG Rooster. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, and Chapman did answer my question on Twitter if I can safely update my Minotaur Hotel game to the newest version, and I said I could, so I did. So it should work when I boot it up. If not, So 11:04. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's not this weekend, but that's like the following weekend. Yes. So, oh yeah, that is next week. Holy shit. So yeah, next weekend, we'll be having D&D with RPG Booster on the 4th of November. We get to finally figure out what happened to me and my snail. My big pet snail. Well, hi, True Boss. Maybe it's a creature that lays both eggs and milk, more produce with less creatures. You know, Chapman, that is quite the tactical advantage right there. And it's also a beast of burden, technically. Like, it can pull stuff. Like the whole farm on 4 legs. Also, those eggs would be like mammoth sized. Or at least like fist. No, not even fist. They'd be like head sized. They'd be like watermelon sized eggs. Yeah, and if one of those fell out of the air and hit you, you'd just be dead. Like that's a lot of bludgeoning damage. God damn. This flying cow stat line is looking pretty impressive so far. Ugh. Whew. Oh my god. And I'm sure there were other funny things that happened at work, but I completely forgot. Half the reason I had this like basically snitching area in my Discord about me and my coworkers is the amount of funny things I have to say there while dealing with like, you know, simulation of animals and just like, you know, looking around and being like, oh, that's a nice shade of pink. What is it? Oh, you know, that's equine uterus pink. Ah, yes, my favorite. Equine uterus pink. It is a nice shade of pink, though. Yeah, there's like, and like, I remember one of my coworkers that's in charge of making the back ends of the cow. They're called palpitation panels, because, you know, palpitation is just poking stuff. And, well, the panel is at the back of the cow or the horse. So you can imagine what's on this panel, okay? And my coworker sees me look at it and go, and I'm like, what are you doing? And they're just like, oh, you know. And then they slap it and go, you know, just slapping some, you know, palpitation panels over here. You know, the butthole and whatnot. Make it bludgeoning and also work like a tanglefoot bag sticky. Oh, damn, RPG was, damn, that is smart, actually. Yeah, Chapman, it's something. Every day at my workplace, I'm learning something new. I'm learning something new that veterinarians touch or do to an animal. And it's always like, alrighty. Like, and like, it's not all weird stuff, but it's also just pretty funny that it's weird stuff. It's right up there with one of my coworkers. He makes baby cows, like calves. Like basically the fully born cow that's like ejected out of the cow, that's the part he makes. And like when you're putting it together, you have to cast the ribs together. It's like, you know, like a rack of ribs. You cast the entire, you know, rack of ribs. It has bones and it has a meat layer, you know, to simulate the meat and bones. His meat layer was strawberry jam colored, which I just couldn't unsee for the rest of the week. Especially when he mixed some of the strawberry jam with the white silicone he's pouring for the rest of the cow. So it looked like a melted strawberry sundae. Like, it's hard for me to like stay sane at this place because just so much wacky looking stuff happens. Or when somebody's pouring like an entire goat or like lamb or something, because apparently they're just one solid mold full of silicone. And like, white silicone looks very cream colored in nature, but it's like, you know, cartoonish cream. And all you see is just funnels with like white cream everywhere. You know, cream. That's what I'm saying here. It's funny. I'd take more pictures at work if I wasn't, you know, busy working myself to the bone. We palpate dogs all the time at work. It's important in shelter work to know how to tell the difference between a previously neutered dog and a double cryptorchid dog. Yeah, that one. Can't let your elder monsters, your eldritch being monsters, sneak in as doggos. Palpate. Palpate is a funny word to me now. Anyways, I should start the game at some point here. Thank you, Drubaz. Moo. I had a coworker come to my stream last weekend just to spam the moo woo button. Because in whatever D&D game they were playing, they had the option of choosing a Minotaur, and they're like, I want the Minotaur! And they're like, DM's like, oh, why do you want the Minotaur? And they're like, moo woo! Moo woo! And the DM's like, what are you talking about? Moo woo!
RPG_Rooster says so the white stuff is either Twinkie filling or Twink filling, at your choice.
RPG Rooster, I can't believe you said those words. Oh my god, I won't be able to unhear or unsee that. Oh, thank you. And on another note, if I sound a little out of it tonight, it's because like on my way home, one of my coworkers offered to give me a ride, and I haven't got a ride home from this coworker in a hot minute, and I think it's been like probably 3 weeks. And last I checked in with him, he was getting a surgery that, you know, some men get when they're older and they don't want children anymore. And he was like, yeah, so that'll be fun. And he's gonna get that surgery like the next day and then like just go back to work afterwards. And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure you can't just do that. Like, I'm pretty sure everywhere it says you can't just have surgery like that and then go to work. But he's like, yeah, that'll be fine. Anyway, so that's the last time I spoke to him. Yeah, he took the weekend off. Yeah. So today he's giving me a ride home, and I'm not gonna trauma dump or nothing. But let's just say a lot of trauma was dumped on this man, and it overpowered every previous conversation I've ever had with a human being ever, in terms of the most of just the most amount of like, I do not know how to react to that. That is very interesting. Let's just say, to put it as easy as I can without dumping a lot of trauma here. This person is related to somebody who now has multiple documentaries out detailing their graphic crimes. And yeah, and that person may or may not be more directly related to them than they know. It was like a 35-minute car ride. We got home after 15 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes was just him talking. You had the surgery. Good job, Jay. But yeah, I was just surprised. And I had also gotten a TikTok this morning, and like in it was just like, yeah, well, doesn't everybody know somebody who's a murderer? And I'm just like, well, shit, now I do. And yeah, that's fair, Gerard. Kids in this economy just ain't gonna happen. Sorry, we get children and we get a cat. That's how we do it. Yeah. So that was a lot to unpack, and I wasn't really expecting that for our car ride home. I was expecting the conversation to be like, no balls, blah, or something like that. So, this was not what I was expecting. And, open mind, but I took some time before stream to just kind of decompress, because, like, that was a lot to take in. Because, like, it was a lot, and it wasn't just like, oh yeah, no, a couple of people died. It's like, no, lots of people died, and lots of bad things happened to people, and, like, the worst part about this whole story, as far as I could tell, was this man had naturally a very traumatic childhood, which may have caused him to do these things. And then he also got a bunch of drugs from a doctor who fled the country for malpractice. And those drugs kind of did really bad things to his brain and may or may not have made him black out for multiple days at a time. And the guy may or may not have also been doing a lot of steroids as well. So all of that mixed together into a very, very bad time. And I was like, holy shit. And this man was in Canada, and I'm like, ah. So yeah, that was a lot to take in. So I'm really looking forward to playing some Minotaur game now that it's been like 27 minutes of me ranting, because yeah, I could use some Cowman, even if he's sad Cowman. That'd make me happy Cowman. But yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean renting? What's the difference between these two? Don't tell me I fucked something up. Hello? No, I don't want Minotaur to the force close. I want it to open? Ah, there we go. Yeah, safe work mode is available. We'll be checking that the second we open up here. Oh, it's been so long. Ah, yes, safe work mode is on. Good. Also, it's gonna be a miracle if I can remember to do anybody's voices, because it's been a hot minute for me since I was last here.
RPG_Rooster says so sad cow man would be a Minotaur.
Would be a Minotaur. Oh. Yeah, so sad cow man would be a Minotaur. Yeah. A Minotaur. Yeah. I miss this game. Believe it or not, I'm realizing that I really enjoy things that make me sad, apparently. Like the way Minotaur Hotel does. It makes me feel emotions and things that I apparently normally can't process during my day. Because, like, spoilers, I may or may not have been traumatized. And, like, it's definitely affected me. I've only just really noticed it in the past, like, couple of years here, where, like, I really do not process emotions the same way anybody else does. And, like, a lot of the times, like, I just don't feel anything. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't describe it as being numb to everything. It's just like everything will just happen. I'm like, oh, okay. And a lot of the times, like, I know things are affecting me. It's more like, you know, if you look into the water, you'd know that there's something going on underneath there because you can see down to it. But if you're just on top of the water, it's like, whatever. And that's how I feel like 99% of the time is I'm just on top of the water. There could be, like, things happening under the water, but I don't feel it. Hey, Freya Tail, you're here! Oh my god, I got Freya. Guys, I have a Ratto in chat. I have a Rat Girl in chat. She's really cute. Yeah! She was streaming Cultic today. I got to join Freya Tail's stream today while I was at work. Because I do that sometimes now. Because, like, Freya's usually streaming while I'm at work. She's kind of great. She's kind of a big deal. Freya has a very nice, soothing voice. Yeah. You know, honestly, it's the highlight of my day when I can actually watch a Freya stream while I'm at work. She just has a real nice voice. And she has a very nice taste in particular weaponry and whatnot. Or the cute cowmans. Yeah, sorry, Freya. We're just gonna say that you're such a great rat girl for the next 10 minutes here. Alright, how you doing, Blue? Ugh. That continued, is it? Oh, okay, good. Oh, yeah, right, these two. Oh, fuck, I can't remember the voice I did for either of them. Ah. It's P. Yeah, Cuppy's a sleep alien, J-Rod. How'd you guess? Cuppy had a very stressful week. Cuppy hasn't been feeling the greatest. So they've been trying to do stuff, but this week has just been going a little awry every single day.
Yeah, isan onomatopoeia.
Yeah, that's far already, Chopper Man. Only 10:41 a.m. at the moment, Blue. Goddamn, only 10:41 a.m. You know, it's only 4 bajillion hours ahead. Yeah, 10:41. Yeah, you're on that side. Cool. Maybe I'll just remove that clock. I totally don't keep a separate clock app on my phone just to make sure I know what time zone my boyfriend's in. No. I definitely wouldn't do that. Candy corn. Oh, thanks, old Jim. Oh, you didn't update their sprites for updating these. Wait, then what? I didn't update. To be honest. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Hang on. No, just because Chapman's pointed out now, I gotta double check this now. Wait, yes. I thought I clicked the update button, but maybe I was incorrect. Manage. Check for update. Says it's up to date. Oh, I gotta grab my candy corn.
Blue Arctos says, I can't believe my boyfriend doesn't even know my time zone.
Hey, I do now, Blue. I just couldn't remember if you were on, like, which part of Australia you're on, because Australia has, like, 8 different time zones, I swear to God. And I had 2 on my phone, because I guessed. And then, like, I was wrong. I knew one of them was incorrect, but then I never corrected it, because I'm a silly, goofy lad. I've hit launch, because it says I'm up to date. I have 4 copies of Minotaur Hotel now that are all the same? Question mark? What does it mean? Is this the more current one? I guess we'll find out if I boot it up and anything happens. Also, here's that candy corn. You're shocked Pikachu face, yeah. In the latest version, that's odd, it didn't load the new sprites. Oh, okay.
Oh, play on, Bard.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Freya. I have completely forgotten everybody's voices, so... here we go. I'd be an idiot if I wasn't. Glad to hear it, so, Ooh! You have a firm handshake, kid. So do you for a city boy. Don't provoke me, I have no idea what the city boy is capable of. Sure then, that's great for an old man. You really are a piece of shit, aren't you? Yeah, get used to it. I know you need me to find your hotel. Okay, I'll let you win this one now. Should we get started on the charm? You never ask. This man's bulge is so excessive. Okay, why do cows gotta have the cutest fucking noses, though? I swear to God. The peacock knows that an oath is a tenuous thing, given power by the relation of one thing to another. A complete thought to its dependent clause, a subject to an object, a bird to a minotaur. Aww. What inconsequential fluff can he reveal to connect with the storm, this boy who holds the secret to his deepest wish under lock and key? An authoritative flick of a wing suffices to get the bull's attention, to make the wheels in the pair's heads screech to a grinding halt. My nose is stuffy, I'm sorry. Since you'll be working for me, I'll begin with the one story you need to know. Where to start? You ever see anything supernatural over here, Storm? The Minotaur looks away to the roads beyond sight. You mean besides himself? That tells the Peacock what he really wants to know. Well, yeah, weird stuff happens here, but I don't know if it's magic or what. Peacock rolls his eyes. The brat tenses up, as though walking a tightrope of floundering for balance. In that moment, he understands better than ever before what it is to be under a hierarchy. He knows that he must take care.
Blue Arctos says, OMG Ken, did you see the final boss I posted on Twitter in the game Forgive Me Father? Literally has daddy vibes and holy shit he's hot. Made Cuppy say forgive me father nah sorry daddy LMAO.
Forgive me daddy LMAO. Okay, I'll actually have to quickly go check that. Because I wasn't sure. I saw you playing that game this morning, Blue, but I didn't know if you actually beat it or not. Because that game also looks fun. Like, I'm getting a huge queue of games I need to play. There's Cultic, there's Forgive Me Father, there's Fashion Police, which was quite funny to see Freya playing that today. I unfortunately missed the last boss fight because I had to go to a meeting at work. And unfortunately, this wasn't one of those, like, skippable dumb work meetings. This one was actually like, hey, okay, you guys, don't do this dumb shit no more. And we're like, oh, okay. No, I don't need that. What the fuck? God, what did I do? I accidentally misclicked and I somehow got, like, bad. So we're gonna go back to Blue here. Give me the blue. Nudity? Blue, on my street? Oh, damn, yeah. Ooh, okay. That man ain't naked. Well, I mean, he's not wearing clothes. Damn. Oh, my God, he's thick. Wow. Yeah, Blue, that is quite the daddy. Holy cow, look at them nails. Damn, this is like the elder gods, you know, the elder ladies don't tell you about. Holy cow. All the FPS boss fights physically and spiritually killed me so they could revive and vitalize my absolute being. Oh, okay. Yeah, Daddy Cthulhu, all right. He ain't naked, but he's not wearing clothes. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Apparently that's a difference for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, True Boss. Thank you. You're now intrigued, Freya? Oh, well, just go to Blue's Twitter and you can see, too. Whatever his feelings, he must agree to anything the Peacock says. Yeah, this place is supposed to be the last hole where one can find magic in this side of the country. Radio, television, the internet, wherever those go, the weaker the magic becomes. We don't know why, but it is what it is. And in this place, the Hinterlands, by virtue of how big of a shithole it is, keeps itself free of all sorts of progress and basic civilization. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to offend you, Farp. Nah, I hate it here. People always treat me like shit. There's no jobs except for mine and salt. They won't they won't take me for that. No, nothing to see, nothing worth saving in this hole. I mean, he says hole. Like, there's no good holes here, but like, there's two people here. The peacock smiles through the natural curvature of his beak. Storm's tacit emission stirs the breeze in his lungs until it emerges a billowing, prideful snort. Just looked around and, yeah. Is that Emos? It is Emos! There we go. I'm glad we see each other. Yeah, with that mind, our story begins 80 or so years ago. I suppose it was a night much like this one, when someone much like me, that's my grandfather, ran away from this place. He lived out most of his life here, and I don't know the details, but things went south, and he found himself having to run for his life. You met him because of emails for you? Oh, actually, that probably checks out. That's what sexy daddy Cthulhu. Yeah. And I will say, I'm very glad to have met Emos and Freya. I'm very glad any of these like streaming people that I meet, because for the past 2 years I haven't really met anybody. And every day I'm actually able to meet somebody new and really connect with them. It's really cool to me because I'm not used to that. I'm also just happy to meet these people and like be a part of people's lives, and the other way around too. Like I get to be a part in theirs. Yeah, it's something nice to think about in this world where like there's constant things going on and problems and things, but that like at the end of the day, at least to some people out there, they might remember me as the guy who said buttholes a whole bunch on Twitch or something. You know, believe it or not, when Knashin is in like, you know, the senile cow home or whatever, I will probably be set down with like a, you know, the iPad like, you know, 5 bazillion and like watching my own streams being like, this cow man's so funny, he really get me. That's what I live for, I think, at this point. It took me an hour to get home and it was only 10 miles away exhaustion. Oh jeez, RPG Roaster. Have a good lurk. He ran as far as he could and then spent 3 days in the wilderness hiding during the day and trucking towards the coastline during the night. On the 4th night, he met a traveler who gave him food and water. Nice man, I imagine. Sees someone running away and doesn't ask any questions, just offers help. I'd have known he was better off not knowing. The wanderer, however, knew how to read the stars and gave Grandpa a few words of advice. Go northwest, you'll be safe there. Knew how to read the stars. Huh. That's sus, but alright. But Grandpa didn't follow his advice. He heard stampeding horses from that direction, so he went to the east, and there he found a bus station. It was in the middle of the night, and there was, like, no one there. He checked the schedule, perhaps the bus would come and take him northwest. Not 5 minutes later, one showed up. The driver was a creature disguised as a human. He didn't speak Portuguese, and his clothes had strange lettering. Grandpa boarded, and they set off eastward, and he was taken to a strange place he called the Minotaur Hotel. He told me it was created before the Tower of Babel was destroyed, that a fragment of its old human magic survived there, making it so all could understand each other regardless of language. The place was governed by a Minotaur who had the power to make diamonds appear in the palm of his hand. No one went hungry there, even the most wretched person could find a home and a job. But as you can guess, something happened. Grandpa came back home all messed up one day and then set off to find that hotel again. But he never did. Spent years searching, went back to his job, met his wife, had his kid, but never stopped going out for days at a time trying to find the place. Pa thinks he went crazy, but the hotel never existed. Grandma's still around, and still resents every night Grandpa spent on the search. As for Gramps, it's been a few weeks since he passed on. Oh. I'd like to say he told me the story again on his deathbed and asked me to find it, that hotel. Now, wouldn't that be grand? That would be a lie, a sweet one, but a lie nonetheless. I wasn't there when he died, and by the time his mind had been gone for by that time his mind had been gone for a long while. I like to think he felt freedom when his time came. But I suppose no one can be free without passing on a burden to another. Now that he's gone, the old wanderlust has taken me over. I went to find that hotel, cleared my grandpa's name, proved that he was right all along. A resolute look plays across the avian's features. If there is vulnerability in his speech, it's been thrice folded and stashed in the corner of his mind. From where he stands, Storm can't but notice how put together and proper everything about the peacock is. Plus, there's something over there that's mine, my inheritance, you could call it. I've been having dreams about this place ever since Gramps passed on. I'm sure everything he said was true. Now it's your turn. Tell me your story. The Minotaur's eyes grow as thin as knives. Do I really have to? No story, no charm, no human. What if I come up with something? Does it have to be true? Sure, go ahead. Waste our time. Yeah, those eyes. I love whenever Storm does that. He's like, oh. I'm not doing this again, however. The Minotaur looks away, this time towards the pond and his hole. Hole has become such a dirty word to me now. I can't say hole normally now. He knows there's no choice, but he can't speak. Not while the hummingbirds are pecking away at the back of his head, raising each strand of fur. He scratches his neck with both hands, digging in to make the skin red raw. The peacock ignores it. His patience grows thin. Will you really force me to interrogate you, lad? The Minotaur shakes his head, trying to swat away all the critters flying around him. A grave moo escapes from his throat. Ah! Moo! Ooh! Moo! How old are you? 21! 21! Oh my god. 21. Okay, well, I mean, that's older than I give Storm credit, based on his backstory so far. Yeah, he's a baby. Yeah, he's 21. The legal age of consent just about everywhere, as far as I'm aware. I feel like there's someplace that's 23, but I could be wrong. He's actually tiny. Yeah, I know, he's just a baby. It's 16 there. Oh my god. Also, can I just say, actually, yeah, while we're on the topic of age here, I'm not gonna say my exact age, but let's just say I'm old enough now that recently it came across my feed a younger couple that were doing, like, you know, they were doing some things, okay? And it's the first time in my life where I actually looked and saw, like, you know, the work that they were making together, and I was just like, huh, I actually long for being younger. I'm not really that old, you know. We got MILF Daddy Blue here for you know, the, like, you know, old man here, but like, it's the first time in my life where I actually felt it in, like, the fiber of my being that, like, wow, I'm old, these people are young. And like, I was a little envious, and that was weird, because that's never happened to me before, where I've actually looked at somebody younger than me who is like, I don't know, being successful, I don't know, and like actually been like, I'm envious, because normally I'm not envious of shit most of the time. I've already kind of acknowledged that, like, the way society is right now, unless we have drastic change, this is probably going to be just how my life is. Like, I've accepted that. If anything, one of the reasons I like streaming so much is, like, I feel like I get to record what little I've done and do some fun things now, because, like, nothing really matters at the end, and there's no point in me working myself to the bone if, like, I'm never going to be able to afford anything anyways. I'd rather be here now having fun and, like, hanging out with people and, like, whatnot. You love that feeling, yeah. Honestly, I had a fair bit over the last few years. Yeah, okay. It was just weird, because it was a new emotion for me that I had never actually felt before. And it was just odd, because, like, I didn't think I was at that age yet where I'd be like, oh, you youngsters, yeah, it's so good, or whatever. But it was weird that, like, my brain had, like, intrinsically done that. Even though, like, I didn't think I'd ever get that kind of feeling, because I'm like, yeah, whatever, like, it's whatever. Yeah, it's odd. It's very odd, and it's not like I'm, like, you know, ancient or nothing. I'm older than these people, but, like, not by, like, a wide margin or something. I'm not, like, 20 years older than them or something. But it was still odd. It was a different feeling that I had never experienced up until this point before. I just got up and going, huh? And, like, yeah. It made me be all like, Part of me kind of wishes that, like, I hadn't gone to university for 5 years, and that I could have spent those 5 years, like, you know, working some shit job, but, like, you know, living with my parents, and, like, you know, making money, making serious bank, and, like, you know, living my life to the highest or whatever, instead of going to university in the hopes of getting a high-paying job, which, spoilers, never happened, and, like, getting massively in debt, which, thankfully, I don't have to repay, because I don't make enough money to make minimum payments, so, like, thanks Canada. But no, it's just, this is the first time where my body, like, physically went, like, kinda wish I was younger, kinda wish I had made some different choices back then, so that way I could be enjoying a life kinda like theirs. Weird. I'm not going to do anything about it, because I'm like, I can't change the past. All I can do is live in the present, and I'm honestly quite happy where I am. I'm playing a nice Minotaur game with like at least 9 or so people here who are very nice people that I actually kind of actively enjoy like talking to and hanging around. Oh, thanks, Freya. Yeah, we're going to university too. Going to community college though. I feel like I got smart with just those basic classes. Yeah, and here's the thing though. I am glad I did go to university because, spoilers, I'm in the Texas of Canada. We are literally stupid here and backwards and like very regressive, and I hate it. But I definitely benefited from going to university and meeting and experiencing new people and new things, because it became very clear to me that a lot of things that I had internalized because of, you know, family values and whatnot and being raised the way I was in the little bubble that I was in, that I had internalized of not good things. And like, when I think of myself back then, it was kind of funny how like my brother had often been like kind of labeled like, you know, the radical leftist of the family, you know, he had these controversial opinions that everybody hated. And now I'm a grown-ass adult who went to university and went, oh yeah, no, it turns out his opinions are perfectly normal and should be valid in like the main ideal. And it turns out I've just been growing up being gaslit by a bunch of people who hate other people for no good reason. And yet almost every Canadian I like is there. Sorry. But yeah, so like, in the end, going to university did help me with a lot of other things in life that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten a lot of help with. I will say also meeting my partner, CryMeACupcake, also really helped me undo a lot of bad things that I had internalized and steered me away from a lot of things that were honestly worse. But like at the time, I really understand now the mindset of like, you kind of got to live long enough to be able to start looking back on your past and being like, oh yeah, I did things I was not proud of or not good back then. But now, today, I can look back and say, I understand why I was wrong or why those things were not good. And why I'm gonna continue to change and further improve and learn more things and like, you know, get better. Try not to cry here randomly about this, but like apparently I'm saying words that are triggering me just a bit to get a little weepy. So sorry. Let me feel like I haven't made enough mistakes in this. It's okay, Freya. I made plenty. Although I will say I do find it incredibly funny whenever I fuck up at work these days. There are times where I'll be casting something and I'll forget to put in part of the mold. And I'll usually stop myself just moments before doing it, because I'll realize that something's off. And like the back of my brain will be like, something's wrong here, but the front of my brain will be like, no, it's just fine to me. And usually the second I figure it out, I'll start laughing out loud, because it's like, wow, I really almost goofed that up. And like, or there are times where I do goof things up, and I find it so funny the mistakes I'll make. Because most of the time, you can fix just about any mistake you make. Even if you do make a mistake, like, that's totally unsalvageable. It's not the end of the world. This job is very nice, and they're understanding that you're a human being. It's rare these days that jobs are like that. Anyways, sorry. This is a huge tangent that I didn't mean to go on. But yeah, it's been a day. It's been a life. Yeah. Hey, tangents, yeah. Oh, also, if you weren't aware, it's Ace Awareness Week, I think. And that is one thing I didn't actually understand or know about myself for the longest time, was that apparently I'm asexual. I just thought, you know, there was nobody hot or interesting around. And then it turns out, no, I'm just not interested in anyone. And unless you're a big hunky, like, you know, werewolf with blue nipples and blue eyes or whatever, like, I just, yeah. And even then, like, when I say things like that, like, I like the idea of it because of the art and whatnot, and the idea behind it, but, like, don't know who that is. Yeah, I know. Werewolves? Yeah, I know. Ooh. But yeah, it's just like, I just thought, like, I wasn't interested in anybody. So you better believe when you're, like, your mom or your ma is hounding you, being like, okay, sweetie, who do you got the hots for? And, like, you know, insert school demographic here. And I'm like, oh. And it turns out, like, the answer was, I'm not built like that. I'm built a little different. Might have been from trauma. But I also have a bit of a theory that, like, maybe this came from my dad for all I know, and that, like, he was on that spectrum too, and he just didn't know it. But I also don't honestly remember or know enough of his life to, like, really confirm that. Oh, thank you, Chapman, man. Yeah, no werewolves here. So yeah, for a while there, like, I thought I was totally normal, and then, like, after university and being with CryMeACupcake for, like, more than 10 years now, I've realized, no, I am very different. I'm not the, like, you know, the cis heteronormative white male that I thought I was. Nope, things are not at all what I thought at all. And to be fair, like, growing up, I wouldn't have known, because, like, yet again, this is a very Texas part of the country, and, like, you know, we don't, well, not say we don't, but, like, you know, the values that we have today were just really not around when I was growing up. And, like, I still remember things and being like, how could I ever think that was a normal thing? Like, you know, things like that. I still don't know if I'm critically probably just have absolute distinction between a friend and a partner. Aw. That's okay, Freya. I could be your friend or your partner. Partner is in, like, cowboy. I'm pretty sure Copy might complain if I say I'm your partner. Sorry, anyways, I should get back to the game. I'm just in a mood apparently. But yeah. And, like, I would say you can put this on record that I probably float between ace and demisexual, but, like, I feel more strongly in ace these days because, like, I really, there are even times with my own partner where, like, I question, like, why words, you know? But I feel like I resonate strong with being asexual, and that's just, I don't know, it's just a very me thing, because, like, I'm very more interested in, like, cool art and things than anything else, it seems. Anyways, sorry, Storm. Oh, thank you, Blue. I'm not sure if that actually works, but thank you. Just give me a minute, I'm thinking, okay? Oh, it's okay, Storm, you've had, like, 15 friendly matter rants I've just been on, and, like, the iOS cried area there that I went through is great. The peacock counts the seconds when the Minotaur loses sense of time. He keeps on scratching until whatever ailed him is gone. Thank you, Blue. Yeah, it's been interesting. Yeah. To put it succinctly, just so I can, like, you know, you can probably make some ideas of, you know, how I ended up where I am now. I don't really have a family to go home to Christmas to normally. I go to my cousins for a reason, and, like, yeah. We don't go to my mom, my pa's anymore. Yeah. Just because, like, that's a part of the family that has just been, like, tucked away, because things got a little out of hand a couple years ago, and, like, I decided to take a bit of a break, because, like, clearly,
Huzzah! Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Blue. Thank you for the hydrate. As much as I hate to say it, I think, the way my brother described it is sometimes, you have to leave people alone to, think about themselves and better improve themselves, because, you can only lead a horse to water, per se. Lead you know, a cowman's to water. You can't force them to drink. You can't force them to, like, you know, realize that, like, maybe they have internalized a lot of things that are not good, and a lot of negative values, and that maybe they weren't so good about upbringing things, but you get the idea. But yeah. And sometime between now and Christmas, I have to figure out Commander deck stuff and Magic the Gathering things, because I have to order more cards. Also, I will be having time off of Christmas for about 2 weeks or so there, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll probably be trying to do last minute gift shopping or some shit, but also I'd like to do I know between now and Christmas, I'd like to do at least one more 24-hour stream to either raise money for somebody else or like help somebody else out with their 24-hour stream or something. Because I'd like to see if I can go a full 24 hours. Where 14 of that isn't me at work, like today. And yeah, I know Blue, another 24-hour, yeah. And yeah, because like, I'm not saying that I want to do this, but like I did mention to Blue Krogan Gaming that if he wanted to do a 24-hour stream to like raise money for him, I would love to be there and help support him. He's a really cool Krogan VTuber, and I really love seeing him and like talking to him and whatnot. He seems like a really chill dude. And I'd really love to help raise him some money. Oh, yeah, Chap, you know who he is. What am I saying? And I'd love to like raise some money to help him either pay for some medical things or maybe just help him feel a little bit more comfortable because he doesn't have a job right now, and he can't get a job because spoilers, he has a disability that prevents him from getting a job. And also because he lives in America, it's really hard to get disability because you're in America. It's a lot, and I'd really love to help and support the man. Yeah. Sorry guys, I think I have that thing where I really like supporting and loving my friends. Yeah, it'd be nice if Freya could also catch the stream. Yeah. Sorry, I keep going on tangents. It's just I guess I miss you guys. And like this sad cow game gets me really emotional apparently out of nowhere. Get supported, nerds. Exactly. I mean, like, honestly, I think I've lived enough of my life now, and like I'm so used to seeing people struggling now that it's really hard for me not to help. Like, I feel like if I ever got a wicked amount of money from like an inheritance or something, I would be hard-pressed not to immediately spend it all on like trying to help other people up, because I'm so tired of seeing people get like left behind in this society. Because like, people are human, they're just trying to live. Sorry, I'm trying to not get emotional outside of a cow game, but it's hard. Oh, thanks, Freya. Okay, I gotta play the game before I'm allowed to cry. He draws a breath, shudders, and speaks. Mom said my father was a man. Yeah, Storm. I agree. Most father are men. I will say most. Okay. Alright, sorry, that sentence after all that kind of hits me funny. I didn't get to know him, but she always made it clear. So don't get the wrong idea. Again, no way he was a bull. That makes no sense. If he was someone like me, he'd have gotten you a charm. Unless something happened to him, or didn't know you exist. Minotaur doesn't take the sharpness of the bird's voice, shrill and teetering on edge of anger. Not Asterion. Well, clearly not Asterion. He's not white. Or, like, marbled. He's... sorry, he's... Wait, hang on a second. Is Storm technically a Black Angus, like, cow? Hang on a second. Fucking, let me Google this shit. Because Black Angus is a type of cow. Angus. Cow. The breed of cow. The cow farm. I guess. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Asterian's father wasn't a man. Yeah. That too. Sorry, Black Angus is a tiny skip. No, never thought of it. Oh, okay. No, it's just, it's funny because there's Black Angus, like that is a kind of cow. Oops. Oh, give me the cow. No, give me the cow! I don't want to see the beef. Wait, look. Okay. You can't see shit. It's a cow! Like a baby. Oh yeah, give me a baby Black Angus. Look at this little man. We make these at work, by the way. That's why it's exceptionally funny to me that I just realized this. Look, you call Storm Black. Wait, I wonder if it'll be Luke. Wonder if that'll be Luke would call Storm Black Angus. Probably. It's like at work, I know we make a Black Angus, we make a Holstress, we make a Red Angus too, because they're like a brownish red and white. There's like the normal dairy cow ones. If I can't remember them all. There's quite a few acronyms, and because we make technically every breed of cow at work, we make them, just not everybody orders them. And there's like a whole different acronym for every single one of them, because you can't just put like BA for Black Angus, because like that'd be too easy or some shit. Yeah, we make baby cows like this at work, and they're fucking adorable. My coworker there, though, is always doing funny things to him. Like today, he put a tongue in his mouth. Like one of my dog tongues, he put it in the mouth, and he put like a flesh balloon on top to make it look like one of those like old cartoon, like, you know, ice things that you put on your head in cartoons when you're sick. Yeah, Angus cow. Last time I hear Black Angus, that one restaurant steakhouse in America, I think it's been dead for a while. Yeah, that one, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby cows are cute. What I can't believe, though, is baby cows pop out and they're like 45, 60 pounds. Like, they fall out and, like, you know, you don't want to be underneath that. We legitimately supply crash mats, so that way when you're giving birth to a fake cow, it doesn't hit the floor and break itself. It's mostly dead. Oh, okay. Let me close this and get back to the game. Flip. Come on. There you go. Yep. But he breathes the first sigh of true relief in his life, knowing that there is someone in this world who doesn't think he's a product of bestiality. You know, that's fair. That is I guess to the normies, that is what you'd think it would look like. Oh, so it is. I thought it was like dead like Sizzlers, which is somehow still clinking to life. Oh my god. Perhaps there's wetness in the Minotaur's eyes, glimmering with the fire. The sharp-eyed peacock mistakes it for something else. Sorry for interrupting. Continue. Well, yeah, what was I saying? You didn't know your dad? Mom raised you, I assume? Yeah, raised me and my 6 siblings. I'm the youngest one, and well, she couldn't have any more after I, got out. Ruined is what she said. Oh, jeez. Was a few in your state. Wait, you worked at them for 6 years? It's like a dreams about. Oh my god. Heck, I worked at a steakhouse here, and I still have memories of like cleaning people's horseradish cups, because you know horseradish is very pungent and very strong and stinging. And like I was working in the dish pit, so I get like 5 million of these little ramekins full of horseradish, because you know white people are like, oh, too spicy, and they don't eat them, so that way they just get like chucked into the dish pit immediately. And like I remember like trying to not like weep and sob for the amount of like horseradish assaulting my eye sockets. It was great. It was many a constitution save, I'll tell you what. And that job did not pay enough for being there between the hours of like 6 p.m. and 2 a.m. Like it was fucking bullshit. I hated that job so much. Bust the tables, dishwashed, and Jay. Oh damn, Jay. The whole round, or like half the house there. You ruined me. A drop of anger in her voice, although her face was covered in 2 decades worth of humiliation. He blew smoke on his face, ground the cigarette butt on the plastic dining room table, and threw it in the empty fruit bowl. That's good dreams, even though I haven't gone for like 10 plus years. That's gonna be me and university, Jay, because I have PTSD from university. My personal favorite university nightmare had to be, this was years, by the way, after I was done being in university. That I was trapped in bed, you know, sleep paralysis demon style, and my professor was slowly approaching me. And this professor, imagine like an elderly, thin, wiry man with a smattering of hairs, you know, characteristically drawn across the top of his head, because he didn't have a full head of hair anymore, so they just weaved over. And the man was also probably 7 feet tall, so like, you know, long, gangly, wiry, creeping up to my bed, and I can't move. And all he says is, Canestian, you're not allowed to die yet. You still owe me an assignment. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'll just die instead. And he's like, no, I need that assignment. I need to mark it. I can't mark nothing. And I was like, no, really, please let me die. And I wasn't allowed to. And eventually I, like, startled myself awake because I think Cuppy, like, kicked me or something in my sleep. And I was like, whoo, jeez. And, yeah, this was, like, years after university. Like, I'd already finished my degree. And I was still getting nightmares about having to hand in assignments. And that like, being dead was an excuse to, like, you know, not hand in an assignment. It's quite funny. Also, you can't have sleep paralysis demons if your partner just, like, is known to just shove you or something in your sleep, because then you'll just, like, get knocked up immediately. Because there was a while there where I think I probably did have sleep paralysis demons, like, often in university. But Cuppy had a good habit of, like, elbowing me in the chest or something in the middle of my sleep. So that usually, like, break me out of it. Which was really thoughtful and convenient. Like, everybody thanked Cuppy for, like, doing that for me. Because I don't really have that anymore. But it was very helpful at the time. And it's just because Cuppy moves in their sleep, like, all the time. To be fair, I usually move in my sleep all the time. It's weird if I don't. yeah, PTSD jokes, yeah. Shouldn't have been bullied. Never got along with her, or any of my siblings for that matter. They blame me for stuff I didn't do. It simply began enough blaming him for breaking their one glass cup of the orange one that Ma used to drink coffee. He was 4 years old. Like an addiction, it took root and grew. If something went missing from the fridge, it was him. If any misfortune struck, as if his existence brought bad luck. They pointed his horns and refused to say his name. Just him. Nameless. More of a concept than a person. Eyes wide open and mind silent. Numb as it kept on happening. It became their drug, the reason why they couldn't get jobs and had to live off of welfare. Being angry at him was enough to justify beating their girlfriends or abandoning their kids or skipping town. Him. His name is so unused it might as well not exist. Thorn was a better title, and so the lad gathers the memories, the pains, the mind unto itself. Everyone thought things about my ma, about what she must have done to have a kid like me. I had sleep paralysis demons not too long ago for the first time. It was disturbing, and I was aware of what I was experiencing. Yeah. Oh, it's great. And, like, the part that always get me is, it hit me specifically in the, I feel like I can't breathe. Like, I feel like time has stopped, but, like, I still have to breathe, but my body can't move because time stopped. Like, that's what it felt like for me. And it'd be, like, just before my eyes open kind of deal. So it's like, there's a little bit of light creeping in, but not enough for me to be fully awake. And I'd be stuck there, feeling like I'm, like, forcibly being, like, you know, unable to breathe. Oh, hi, Jin! Hi, how's it going? Hi! Sorry, we're just having completely normal conversations here. Yeah, Jin, you haven't seen this cow game before, have you? So, like, surprise. Those cows here. This is Storm. This is P. I think we know what P stands for. That's right, it's Piss P. No, okay. And Storm's a cowman who was born out in the middle of a yeehaw town in the middle of nowhere. I'm doing okay, Jin. I am apparently a roller coaster of emotions tonight. I'm going from one tangent to another, one traumatic experience to another, one I'm gonna cry to I'm gonna laugh to another. It's a pretty irregular day for me, but you know, the Minotaur game just brings it all out, I guess. Everyone thought things about my ma, but what she must have done to have a kid like me. Even looking at me made her angry. Pee-pee. Yeah. Mine wasn't helped by having woken up, and I felt like I had woken up, but then realized I was actually still asleep and having a dream since our cat was casually crawling across the ceiling. That's funny. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, no, that sounds like sleep paralysis demons. Oh, that's great. School treated me like shit too. Well, I dropped out and ran away. Thought I could make a living out here in the city or on a farm. Didn't last long. The farm owner could appreciate his strength and hard work, but the farm hands were too fond of sharing the living quarters with him. Oh, come on. Better quit the job than get butchered halfway through the night. He thought, oh, Jesus. I mean, I guess that is a farm thing to have happen. But I came back, couldn't get any luck. People here at least don't panic when they see me. Too other damn eyes to care. Tried going back home to Ma, she let me in, but then she wake me up at night to yell. Whatever damn, I didn't know what she was doing. So I tried going out again, didn't work either. Any farther, but the police started getting curious about the horned homeless man under the bridge. That's why I live here by the pond. It's safe, no one bothers me at night. I get some gigs here and there to buy food. That's my story. Is enough for your ritual? A shiver crawls up the peacock's back. The air around them grows sharper. A migraine slithers over his head and burrows itself into his left eye. His legs go numb and his brain finds itself forgetting words. The Minotaur, meanwhile, looks away from the fire. The light sears his eyes. The hummingbirds peck his neck again, while chanting cicadas take over his hearing. He's about to ask for help when, in a flash, it's all over. Whoosh. Yes, this is enough. Let's see now. A feather. This one's about to fall off. I'll say the oath now. Just accept it. Aw, that's cute. The peacock closes his eyes. His feathers stand on end as if a shiver runs up his spine. Oh, Jin, you're doing Modern Warfare 2 tonight. Oh, okay. Yeah, fun. Let me know how it goes. You are the salt of the earth, eternal and unrelenting. Why then should you not be our sibling? You are the night's moon, a city burned in ash. A secret written on your chest cannot be seen. You are the salt of the earth, and what is humanity without you? Hidden, you shall not lose your worth. You will not be trampled underfoot. You shall not die again. Blessed are you when you become our sibling. By the gift of humanity, none shall persecute you. Neither will they accuse you of unsightly deed. You are the light of the world, hidden from sight and shining regardless. You will not see your origin, but you will bask in your gift. You will not be set apart, and your glory will follow your footsteps. By salt and sea, take my life thread. Let us swear an oath of kinship. May humanity afford the bearer of this promise protection in its bosom, much like we have tonight swapped our long-lasting threads. You shall feast and live as one of our own, bearer of kinship. For as long as you carry the proof of this oath, none shall see your myth. By salt and sea, by the western lands, untie my bundle of humanity, and stretch its thread to this one, as though he may enjoy the freedom no lesser than mine. Bearer of humanity, do not pledge this honest oath to mankind for as long as your chest draws breath. This must be a dream, thinks the Minotaur, or a demon at work. And just what could be an inevitable catch. A gift like this does not come without a gut-wrenching price. But none of it matters. Consequences be damned, he will take it. Adu. Throw the feather and your object on the flame. My gift will burn, so yours shall not. A hybrid takes out his ear gauge, puts the feather through it, and pushes both into the fire. Oh, okay. Damn. There, try it on. Welcome to your first night as a human, Storm. Chapter 14, a day at a time. Ugh. One day, sunlight peeks up from the horizon and breaks into a sprint to touch the hotel's outer walls. Oh, we're back in the hotel. Okay. That's it. Yeah, Jin, this is my husbando here, Asterion. He's wearing the moose shirt. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, you're right, we got the armbands. Oh, fuck, it has been a while. I remember telling my coworkers the day after, Asterion and I got the matching armbands. And then I'm like, guys, I think I married a cow on my last stream. Yeah, it's he! It's him! We love him. Also, at some point, I need to write a message to the Minotaur Hotel team person? I don't know who, but somebody. In the writing here for a while, spoilers, Asterion's missing half of his face. And he has troubles eating food and talking. And it was kind of cathartic to me because I've been there. I've had issues where an entire right side of my face, for example, did not function, which meant that, like, I looked like Two-Faced for a while there, where I had one face that was sunken and wouldn't do anything, and the other half that's like, you know, a normal human being trying to do things like eat food and, you know, keep drink in your mouth. Because it's really hard to do that when half your mouth doesn't work. And it's like, literally like half. It's not like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, just the part of my mouth. It's like, no, it's like half your face is just not working. Which is wild. It's called Bell's palsy, look it up. It's a crazy, wild little virus that attacks one of the nerves that connects like everything on one side of your face. It's bonkers. I didn't even believe it. It sounds made up. Anyway, the Minotaur sits on the sofa while checking the list of guests. He slides his hooves on the hardwood floor, he scratches his cheek, and looks off to the jelly purple sky beyond the window. Not jelly donuts. Yep, you got symbolically married. Aw, that's awesome, Chapelman. I do love Asterion a lot. It's not just because he's a really traumatized cowman like me, but like... Well, you heard what I said earlier. I really like helping people and like bringing them back up. And Asterion kind of makes a real compelling case that he really needs help. And also, I like Asterion. He's a cute cowman. Anyways, you prepare breakfast. The apartment has been taken over with the smell of coffee and dawn. While you peel the boiled eggs, he looks up to you. Gaze held, face motionless. Then returned to his papers. I don't know, guys. I almost want to encourage him because I can't hum for shit. Ugh. Here, I'll encourage the cowman. I can feel we're going to have a great time today. We'll get a sizable batch of guests, I bet. I must make sure the reception is always manned. They could arrive at any moment. There is no wrong answer. Okay, good. You want me to call Coda or Luke for it? Or I can do it myself too. There is no need. I can manage it today. Good. First thing will be met with is the Cretan Prince's magnanimous hospitality. Cretan Prince's magnanimous hospitality. Let them see the truth with their own eyes. How kind of you to have such high hopes for this clumsy boy. If I didn't know any better, I would guess you were making a joke at my expense, my lord. Not a joke, partner, just the truth. They may not know you're the Minotaur, but if you ask me, I'd leave this place doubting that Athenian legend. If only my story were as hopeful as you are. Our stories are one and the same, buddy. You better get used to some hope. We're in this together, right? Asterion chuckles. Aww, I think this is the first time I've seen Asterion making a happy face like that. Oh, he's just so cute. I suppose I'm contractually obligated to agree with you. I'll take it now. Come here, you clumsy bull. It's time for breakfast. While sharing a meal with the Minotaur, you continue going over all that needs to be done. To be fair, the only thing in this entire universe where I'm the protagonist that I find the hardest to believe is that I would be able to cook something for this cowman. Spoilers, your cowman cannot cook for shit. I did not learn those skills growing up as a child, and in university, I had no skills, so you better believe I learned how to use a microwave real fast, because I grew up in a household without a microwave, and, you know, my mother was convinced that those are the devil, so we never even had one of those. It took me a while to even realize how the fuck a microwave worked. I grew up in an alternate, weird timeline, okay? I was borderline insufficient there for a while, and how to, like, make food. I'd say I've gotten better, you know, now that me and Cuppy are together, but, like, Cupcake still does the majority of the everything, in terms of cooking things, because, like, I will make food that is consumable for me, and me alone, because I have no good sense of taste, but, Cuppy, on the hand, would complain, and be like, no. Wait, Trash Can got us? Wait, what are you doing here, Trash Can? Hi! Hello? Cuppy would say hi if Cuppy was awake, but CryMeACupcake is currently doing asleep on the couch. Wait, what are you? Oh, you're doing Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Yeah! You can now yeet elephants. Wait, what? What do you mean we can now eat elephants? Wait, what is that? Monsterate? Wait, what is this? Excuse me? Oh, we're grabbing that. Gimme. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Trash Can Goddess. How's it going? Yeah, raid, yeah! Also, can I just say, Trash Can Goddess, kind of a big deal. They also have a Twitter account, or not Twitter, a TikTok account, and I get Trash Can Goddess's TikToks all the time. We got stronger bracelets, so let's yeet stronger stuff. Okay! You're eating elephants, though? Why? Okay. I mean, I haven't played Link's Awakening. The TikTok, yeah, the TikToks. I mean, my favorite Trash Can Goddess still had to be when you were showing why you can't import your squid. Crap, I can't remember what they're called. Your squid with the RGB hair, because that's real cool. And it's really annoying that you can't do the thing with it. Elephant pots. Oh, okay. Little snakes are so cute. Oh, thanks, Shadow. Feel free to customize a snake.
Skeletor to King Randor! Skeletor to King Randor! Come in, you royal boob!
You royal boob! Hey, RPG Rooster. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Trash Can Goddess. Splatoon model. Yeah, it works on PC, just not on phone. Yeah, that's what the problem was. Which is really annoying. Because naturally, in your case, doing TikToks not laying down, but like, doing TikToks not on the computer would be easier. And to be fair, I'd probably have an easier time streaming if I wasn't having to sit in a chair at my computer. But, unless I fundamentally change how my entire room / life whatnot is set up, we're stuck with me having to be in a chair. Like, not gonna lie, if I got one of those, like, you know, I think it's like, costs you probably, the mortgage payment on a house. You can get one of those gamer chairs that, like, you know, elevates you, and like your monitors like go up into the air. You get like rotated up into the air, so you're like laying down while still being upward facing or some shit. If I have one of those, I can stream forever. I may as well just like, you know, quit my day job and stream all the time. But I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, one of those pod chairs. Yeah, you get what I'm talking about, Trash Can Goddess. Like, I remember seeing those come out like years ago and whatnot. Oh, also, sorry, I should interrupt. Hi, I'm the Cowman Canastian. Hello. Feel free to make me into a different cow with those little things you can do down there with the channel points. I'm a Minotaur normally, and right now we're playing Minotaur Hotel. It's very on brand. This is my husbando here, Asterion. He's a very, very cute, very, very sad and traumatized cowman. I love this game to bits, honestly. It's been a great playthrough. The first 6 hours had me in tears, and now the game randomly has me in tears. Because it follows a lot of traumatized characters from different walks of life. And yeah, it makes me feel the feelings. And
Woo
yeah.
woo.
Woo woo. Oh, thanks, J-Rod. Really helped me out here. Now I like matching to Asterion. Oh, so that candy corn ended up being a candy pumpkin because I only have 2 candy corns left, and no, I have 3 candy corns left and 7 candy pumpkins left. Oh, that's enough to last me till Halloween here. Yeah, Trash Can Goddess, I hope you had a good stream. I don't know how long you were streaming for, but if you're tired and you need to go and eat food or something, feel free to leave. If not, feel free to watch me talk to my cow husband here. Thank you. Oh, no problem. While sharing a meal with the Minotaur, you continue going over all that needs to be done. And by the way, this is a Minotaur Hotel is on itch.io. I don't know if it's on anything else, but it's on itch.io. And there is a safe for work version, which is naturally what we are playing right now. But I will preface this by saying that this game does have adult themes and has lots of adult, you know, jumping on the bed. But if you're in the safe for work version, you don't see all that. Granted, you'll still meet this griffin that I can only describe as the most American you've ever met. And he says all sorts of funny, naughty language. But we try to forget about that part. What do we have in our agenda today? Nothing out of the ordinary. Asterion takes a boiled egg, dabs it on the pile of salt on his plate, and eats it whole. Wow! Actually, I guess it makes sense that Asterion could just eat the whole egg. It's probably like the size of his thumb. Not even. So far, your mandate has been very eventful, has it not? Every day something new, if not bickering guests and informing this, internet that. Those days are meant to be the exception. Ever since the hotel was created, the life of a master has been very peaceful and contemplative. Very soon you'll see that even the Argos, whom you must think is a constant fixture of this realm, in truth is only a rare, if potentially brutal, hindrance. The same every time. Along with the new master, a fresh foreman appears to stir trouble for a while. Similar to his predecessors, but each one unique and peculiar in his own way. Argos, by the way, is the kind of asshole that shows up here and causes problems on purpose. But they never stay for long. One day they'll also slither back into the recesses of the valley and disappear. After that, you'll find a solid routine, day in and day out, business as usual. Huh. It's not always the same Argos? Wait, implying it's not always the same Argos down in the valley? That is what I believe, yes. For you it would be impossible to tell, of course, but a young Argos always arrives from the depths of the valley around the same time a new master takes over. They are always snakes, but each one unique and a bit different from the last. I've long held the suspicion that they changed along with the masters. Centuries ago, when the first Argos appeared, he was pushy, more aggressive, and not bloodthirsty, despite never engaging in violence himself. They've become far more subtle since, or at least more skillful in persuasion. Although, to be precise, Master Jean-Marie and Clement shared the same Argos. The current reminds me a great deal of their Argos from what has been seen. They share the same theatricality and cheerfulness. The Minotaur breathes in and prepares to speak again, but his eyes fall upon the armband, taking out from your shirt sleeve. For reference, by the way, Argos actively tortured Asterion multiple times in the history of him being stuck here. Because Asterion is stuck to this area, and Argos is, I guess, just a constant threat to him. His ears flick once and then grow still as he ruminates and picks his words. But you should not worry about the Argos. It would not be fit for much longer that he will impose any threat. Ahead of you, there's only peaceful reign and gentle lordship, thoughtful, trusty, straight. I don't know, Asterion. I don't think we're gonna be very straight here. Just saying. I don't think there's any straights here, Asterion. Can't say I posted that. I wasn't expecting this when I stumbled into owning a hotel. It is understandable, but you did expect, Master. Once more, he looks to the armband on your bicep. Forgive me. What did you expect when you came here, Canestian? I was expecting the deed would be an old piece of scrap paper, nothing more. I couldn't believe I'd receive ownership of a hotel or anything of the sort. Just like that. But as surprising as it may have been, I can't say it was unwelcome. You are enjoying your time here, I take it. I'd have left already if I wasn't. The company is good. I mean, yeah, look at the company. It's real good. It's real comfy. I see. Your meal is brief. It's about time to start working. After washing the dishes, Asterion takes you to another room on the hotel's ground floor. Yo, what is this? Now that we have no pressing tasks hanging over our heads, allow me to introduce you to your office master. You mean our office partner? Yes, pardon me, our office business partners. Together like Horn and Skull. Oh, Kate, that's cute! Together like Horn and Skull. That's really cute. I love it. Now, this is where the real game actually begins. Where the real game begins. The Minotaur's ears flick back and forth. He runs a finger over the back of his neck, tightening the fur even as it stands on end. With a shake of the head and a snort, he looks to the office. Here is where you'll plan ahead for the tasks each staff member will be assigned for the day. You mean sending them to explore the valley and work on contracts? Not exactly. Assembling exploration parties to Valley is unusual. But as long as they are cautious and I am not present among them, there shouldn't be much of an issue with continuing to do so. As much as you may insist on elevating me being your business partner, this call falls to you. It is your right and duty to manage the hotel staff. You may assign them tasks or allow them some time off to enjoy themselves. Do keep in mind, however, that we all have a number of daily obligations. It is not every day we have time for exceptional tasks, such as research or exploration, but when we do... Dean grabs a notebook from the table and flips the pages. There are coveted notes and schematics written in bright purple ink. We could go over Miss Greta's notes and see if she left any good ideas for us. Reasonable. Oh, is Greta gone? Oh, thank God. Well, time to go to work then. Indeed, I'm going up to the reception now, but before I go, how does your arm feel? Is the armband causing you any discomfort? Oh, not at all. I can't even feel it most of the time. It's almost like it isn't even there. I'd go as far as to say it's neoincorporeal. I only remember it's there when I look in the mirror. Is this actually made of lead? Should I worry about heavy metal poisoning? That should not be a concern. I'm relieved to hear that does not discomfort you. It was never my intention to... Don't worry about it. This is nothing. Yes, the night of the concert was her and Ishmael's last day. Oh, okay, good. Because I don't think I could do the Greta voice for another stream. That actively killed my voice so fast the last time I did it. You do not have to pretend, my lord. I mean, Canestian. It was unbecoming of me to propose the idea, and far too proud of me to let it go with it. No, there's no reason for that, Asterion. I'm telling you exactly how it is. The armband is nothing, and even if it was the least I could do. It is. Now, let's get to work and have a nice day, shall we? You are a very peculiar, Master Canestian, but in no way unpleasant. I shall see you later then. See ya! It looks like I got some tutorials! Also, Chapman, I'm very happy of yet again played this game, because it has brought me many feelings. Even if they're like sad feelings, I welcome them. And like, I'm really enjoying the writing of this game. I'm really enjoying the characters, the art, the direction of the game. This is honest, like, this game really is doing good things for me, like, just mentally. It's very interesting and very not what I was expecting. Like, this entire playthrough is, like, Canestian completely confuzzled at every minute of the game. Because, like, I never know what to expect at all, and I really enjoy every moment of it. And I'm really glad I'm able to stream this, too, because, like, I think other people should see this game. And... yeah, I really wish I could get Twitch to have a tag for this game on Twitch, but I don't know how the heck Twitch actually makes, like, tags like that, like game categories. Daily agenda tutorial. You now have the full control of your daily activities. On top of managing the R&D and exploration teams, you can now choose how to spend your time on the daily agenda screen. Whoa. You don't know either. Oh, okay. The left side of the screen, 1, shows your current teams. Click on the Manage Teams button to manage R&D exploration as per usual. I will probably forget this. In the middle of the screen, 2, shows a list of daily tasks you can perform, such as working on side projects or spending time with your staff. Click on these, and your current plan for the day will be set. Do it. Where's 2? Oh, right there. Okay, I just can't see the dark blue font because I'm blind. Spend to that. Click on these, and your current plan for the day will be set. Oh, okay. You can also customize Asterian's appearance by clicking the Customize Asterian button on the top right. You can customize Asterian at any point in time. Okay, that's funny. Or look at pending R&D projects by clicking the Pending Projects button. The bottom of the screen, 5, shows your current plan for the day. You can change it by selecting a different activity or clicking the Cancel Plan button. When your planning is finished, click the Confirm Plan button to continue. You'll perform your daily activities and meet up with your teams at the end of the day. Oh, okay, cool. What's a staff routine? You can choose how to spend time with your staff members if they're available during the day. Anytime the character will help him work through his issues or give more insight on him. As a result of this personal growth, the character's stats can improve over time. You can see each other's route progress in the guest menu. Keep in mind that if the character is assigned to the R&D exploration teams, he'll be dismissed for the day to make wait. Keep in mind that if the character is assigned to either the R&D or exploration teams, he'll be dismissed for the day to make time for you. Oh, so yeah, I can't just hang around while they're doing R&D shit. They'll just stop doing R&D shit to go hang with me because I'm cool. Okay, I get you now. It's up to you to balance the character's personal development with his contributions to R&D and exploration. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for the 100, Jaro. Damn, I've drank most of my juice already. And this is from my mug that can hold 2 beers, but still counts as 1. And the mug literally says that on it. It says still only counts as 1, but it can fit 2 beer cans, apparently. It's made by a local pottery artist, and we love this lady. She's just a little old lady who does pottery in her garage. And she sells a lot of local conventions, and then once a year, she'll have a special sale at her house. You can show up to her house and buy all of her, like, broken, misshapen, or just pottery she hates. Because as an artist, I guess you'll make stuff and then hate it in the end and just want it gone. So she's like, any price, just get it out of my house. She's a very nice lady, though. She has nice pottery designs. Anyways. As of this build, routes are work in progress, with only Coda and Kenbish's being complete. I haven't met that character yet, I think. You love it? Oh, thanks. Good. Like, it was a really funny idea that she made this mug, and you better believe in like that elvish Lord of the Rings font, it says this still only counts as 1. Like she really hit it off with that design. You may get a message on the character's screen informing you that you can't currently advance the character's route past that point. Okay. I mean, there's also, like, from what I can tell, like, a bajillion characters in this game, so yeah, I guess it shouldn't surprise me that only 2 are, like, fully done. I guess... Skip tutorial? You can see these tutorials at any time from the help menu. I want to save! Yeah! Back. You get a chance to meet and recruit more characters in chapter 15. Oh wow, okay, that's like right around the corner. God damn. We keep meeting more and more characters! Ugh. Safe spot, wait, what? Safe spot, safe Minotaur comfort. Oh, yeah. Hi, Moon Soda. Hang out with staff, Luke and Coda. Can we customize as Asterion anymore? Asterion, you forgot your wristband! Wait, you can't go outside without your wristband on. Damn. Sorry, Asterion just looks real good in his loincloth, okay? Whoa! What? You can have him with just suspenders? Okay, I don't know how long that's been in the game, but I did not notice that before. Would Asterion feel uncomfortable if he was only wearing his suspenders? Asking for a friend. Ahead though. Oh, hi, Gorion. You just missed me and my cow husbando here. Yeah, I don't want to dink with him too much, because I feel like he might get upset if I'm not careful. Because we currently have Luke and Coda on expedition. Or, yeah, we manage teams. Oh wait, where are the kobolds? I can't use the kobolds for anything? Ah, dang it. Okay. Hang on, let me... Current plan for the day is nothing at the moment. For real, though. Can't send out. Memento 3. Oh, what's Memento do? I don't know. Now, as long as you don't try to leave him naked, just the suspenders are fine. Oh! Thank you, Chapel Man. Hang on. Whoa, hang on. Whoa. Heck yeah. Right, this won't work if he doesn't have... Yeah, you can't... You need the pants for the suspenders to work. Heck yeah, I'm gonna have my Bara husbando here, just like this. You can only put Asterion in R&D. Yeah, okay, yep, that checks out. Alright, Mom Worth 2 is live now, so I'll be looking for that. Oh, thanks, Jen. Have a good fun, or have a good night. Have fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the Cowman. Also, can I just say, Chapamon, whoever put Suspender's version of Asterion in this game, chef's kiss. That is damn nice. We're gonna finish. I can only put Asterion into R&D, so I guess I'll do that because I think I can set it R&D. I don't know if that's good or not, or if that'll accomplish anything, but we'll try it anyways, because I don't see why not. Like, I don't see any negatives to doing it. And I could have Coda and Luke do some exploring, but I kind of want to not do that. I kind of want to hang out with them. Wait, what's pending projects? What the heck is this? Mythical gem? What? If my mythical creature's gonna get swimming pool poolside bar. Okay. You need a swimming pool in order to have a poolside bar. You know, that checks out, you know? Huh. Interesting. Okay, that's... Huh. That's really cool. And then... hang out with staff, Luke and Coda. Click on a guest and select him. Wait. Luke and Coda. Wait, can I choose both? No, you can only choose one. Oh, okay. Projects open up an interaction and will unlock more outfits for Asterion. More outfits for Asterion! Oh, okay. More outfits for the best boy. Alright, I get you. Huh. I can hang with one person, and I can have another person doing something. Luke, what are you good at? You're good at surveying, artifact, contract, and tech. Coda, you're good at not a lot of those things. I think we'll put Luke into the R&D team. Unless I want to just throw Luke outside. I mean, Luke is like an American. I feel like Luke is packing heat, you know? I feel like I could send him to explore and he'd be fine by himself. You know? And then I can just hang out with staff like Coda? I think? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I'd load a save? I don't know. Confirm plan. Sure, I want to hang out with Coda. During his downtime, when he wasn't down on the bedrock helping with R&D or on expedition out to the valley, Coda tended to keep himself. When he had first arrived, he spent almost all such moments in his room. But now, with things smoothed out between him and Luke, the dragon could often be found resting in a large armchair by the lounge's hearth. His brows would furrow in thought, and his mouth would pull down into a tiny frown as he'd stare deep into the dancing flames. Almost meditative, despite the music blaring from the speakers over the bar. This is how you find him when you make your way to the lounge, taking advantage of the post-lunch lull. Coda? Ah, Ganesh, good afternoon. Forgive me, I tend to get lost in reminiscence sometimes. Do you need something? I need you to not be the coolest dragon I've ever seen, apparently. But actually, I want to talk to you a little now that things have settled down. Oh. Gestures and takes... and you take his invitation to sit in the chair across from him. Yes. I realized that despite our time together, I don't really know much about you. I mean, I know you've been around a long time, and you've been traveling all over the place, but I'm curious. What's your story? Ah, so you should know this old vagrant's tale, hmm? Yeah, Uncle Iroh Dragon Daddy is the best. I'm sorry, but, like, I quite like Uncle Iroh Dragon Daddy. Like, real good. Although, in my opinion, he doesn't get as much of the fan art as he should. Like, what the heck is up with that? It's quite a long and meandering one, I'm afraid, and he glanced at the clock on the wall. Don't have long until Bird Brain starts making dinner. He loves to turn that noise, which he calls music, up while he works, and I'll have to vacate the premises when he does so, lest leave a nursing headache all night. However, if you're curious, I don't mind at all indulging you for the time being. Would you like to know? Well, for starters, what were you doing before you came here? I happened to catch sight of you walking down the road when you first arrived. What happened to you? Oh, that. I was quite taken aback by the sudden change in locale, let me tell you. But if you're concerned about my well-being, please don't be. I may be older than any human alive, but I'm still hale and hearty. I found myself traveling by foot more often over the years, and that I'm very much used to it. As for my circumstances before arriving, I've been staying for a time in a little town in the Pacific Northwest of America. Oh, okay. There are many beautiful places there, all over the world. If one knows where to look, almost as beautiful as the land of my birth. Back when I was much younger than I am. In any case, I'd actually struck a deal very similar to our arrangement with the owners of one of the stores in town, a little mom-and-pop hiking supplies outpost. Yeah, I would thought this update would have inspired more fan art for him. Yeah. Also, Chapman, you mentioned that the sprites were updated. How would I know? Or is that like an option I can do? Like a setting where I have to like update the art? Let's save quickly. Okay, that's not the files I thought. Expenses? No. Okay, I don't see anything in this menu that do anything here. Yeah, no, preferences are pretty small on what they do. Okay. A lunchtime, Blue. Okay, have a good lunch. Wait, Blue, you're like an hour late to lunch. Unless you have some kind of time zone shit going on there. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, enjoy, Blue. Oh, it is just after. Okay, well, I'm used to you going for lunch at, I guess, 11 a.m. Or maybe I'm just crazy, Blue. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself into thinking that. Alright, well, cool. I don't see any options here I can do to... That was updated a few months ago, updated his sprite. You're looking at his new model, which was quite different. Oh, okay. Okay, good night, Gerard. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Dream of, Uncle Iroh, Daddy. Daddy Uncle Iroh. Daddy Dragon Uncle Iroh. There we go. That's the full sentence. In exchange for a place to sleep and the occasional meal, I would provide whatever services they'd require. Huh. And how was it? Considering we just said about traveling on foot, you probably had a good amount of experience to bring to the table. Oh, yes. Back in Japan when I was younger, putting on a good pair of sandals and walking was the only way you could get to many places. Even back then, the price for transport was quite steep. A sturdy walking stick, a well-made pack, and your own 2 feet could be just as good as a horse for those without means. Me walking everywhere in the year of 2022. Because, like, I can take a bus some places, but the buses here do not run consistently on the time. Or ever, really. Well, I bet you were glad to have someone working who knows his stuff. It did help somewhat, and it wasn't the first time I played being a merchant, so... Not to toot my own horn, but I was able to make a few decent sales for them. I quite enjoyed my time there, truth be told. I enjoyed working for that wonderful couple, and I enjoyed making sure the clientele left happy. That, I suppose, is the one good part of my wonder. being among humans, participating in their lives, their joys, their triumphs, offering with little blessings I can give, or helping them to find their own. I suppose you could say that is my true calling in life, a reason for being. The one good part? You can't give me this option, not have me click it. The one good part? Well, a journey by oneself often carries with it the burden of loneliness. Along this road, not a single soul, only autumn evening. Just when the silence becomes stifling, just when you open your mouth to break it, the dragon glances over your shoulder towards the bar. Forgive me for cutting things short. As soon as Luke is just about to start his dinner preparations, he hops to his feet, brushing his clothes in pristine neatness, and then gives you a small, polite nod. I enjoyed conversing with you like this, Canastion. We should really do it again sometime. Sure, if the schedule allows, I'd be happy to talk with you more, Coda. Coda, we said like 2 sentences, and you're like, I gotta go. Till then, I guess I'll see you later. With another nod and a strange smile, Coda sweeps out of the lounge, the first notes of Luke's all-American rock music following his wake. You rest your feet. I will, as well, stretch and head off to finish today's work. Hey! Let's check on the R&D team. Oh, hi, Asterion. How's it going? Our R&D team made some progress, but no project was completed. It's Luke! Wait, Luke was... Luke was outside. What are you talking about? Let's check on the exploration team. Your team found 3 raw materials. Other than that, your exploration team didn't really make any big discoveries. Okay, bye. Later that night, the guests were enraptured by Coda and Luke's tales about the Forbidden Valley and its odd creatures. All of Asterian's unsightly connections to it were omitted, leaving space for exhortations of his and your talent as leaders. Now that they mentioned Clement's betrayal, the expulsion of the former guests, the old staff's unknown fates, our Asterian's forgettable run. You and the Minotaur listened to it all from your table in a corner of the lounge. The guests' captivated gazes, so fixed they became heavy, were not altogether unpleasant. Thus a day came and passed. Sweet night and her sons, sleep embraced the land and all its dwellers. But dawn slithers its way in, as it is since time immemorial. Rise now, our lord, and live again. Okay, so this is what you mean by this is the RPG was try. Okay, RPG was, let me just get that for you. These aren't even the cool jalapeno cheese flavored crisps, because I ate all of those like last stream while I was stoned. So instead these are the Chester's Corn Twist Flamin' Hot, and the Flamin' Hot shit is legitimately flaming hot. Like, it is insufferable. Like, they're not bad by themselves. It's just like, they have a lingering heat that just doesn't go away for a while. The 3 extra flaming hot. Oh my god, why? Ugh. Why do they do that? Now, manage teams. Wait, if I put you into exploring.
Huzzah! Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, producer. Some good sparkly juice. Wait. Oh, I fucked up. Ah! Oh, that'll do, but I'll try. Sounds like the title porn parody of Flaming Hot Cheetos. Wait, what? Oh, I did not realize my scroll wheel did that. Whoops. And yeah, that is funny. The you know, XXX extra flaming hot. triple extra flaming hot single moms
Chiggins
to your
says
area.
moo woo.
Moo woo. Oh, hey, Chiggins. Oh, how's it going, Chiggins? We love Chiggins here. Chiggins is great. She has a Sir Pony. Why? Actually, hang on, Chiggins. Check out my husbando. I fucking love him. He's so chunky. Oh, he's so cute. You're gonna be... Okay. That is an interesting color. You can have him brown. Okay, the white has actually really grown on me. I know he started out brown, but the white has really grown on me. I like the white. Gets buff for every time. Yeah, I know, Chiggins. He's so buff. There's still Kelmans. So I could assign you to... I don't know, should I talk to Coda again, or should I just throw him into a team? I don't know. Oh yeah, Freya's here, Chiggins. I actually had quite a few people here already tonight, Chiggins. Like, wait a minute. Hang on, who followed me? Shadow. Holy shit. I don't know if Shadow's still here or not, but I guess Shadow's officially my 400th follower. Wow. You want to learn more about Coda? I guess I should learn more about Coda. Coda is nice. And I already know so much about Luke and his PP you wouldn't even know. Whoa. Yeah, I'm officially at 400 followers, which is kind of cool. I mean, I've been streaming for over a year now, but actually it's weird saying that out loud. I can't believe I actually committed and did streaming for over a year. Because that was a lot of time. Oh, thanks, Chiggins. Like, yet again, I'm actually really enjoying streaming. Like, I don't think I'll ever make, like, you know, a livable income off of it or anything like that, but I enjoy being able to spend time with people. I enjoy being able to catch up on games. And at some point here, I'd love to have anime nights or something so I can catch up on anime too with other people. Because I love watching anime and shit with other people. You've only been going a year? Yeah, Freya, my 1 year anniversary stream was in September? Yeah. Because I think I technically started in August last year. And yeah, it's just all gone by so fast. Like when I first started, tits. I think I was 3 jobs ago when I first started. And then I did some streaming, like I did streaming and whatnot during my second job, but my second job was only 6 months long. Before I quit because it was legitimately making me want to hurt myself. You know, get into an accident kind of deal so that I wouldn't have to go to work anymore. And then I got my current job after working there for 6 months. And my current job, I've worked here for like 10 months, I think. Months go by real fast, okay? I'm kind of impressed that I've almost been working at my current job for a year. Like, because I got my current job that I'm currently at like January 3rd of this year, and we're already like 90% of the way through the year here. I only got a little bit more to go. It's been... this time really gets faster when you get older. And that's, I think that's another thing I've definitely heavily noticed, is that like time has really accelerated. Granted, I've also just realized that like I'm way more acutely aware of every minute of my day now. Like, one thing I'll have to do this weekend before I forget is I have to actually put a schedule together, because I would love to be like you cool streamers out there that post schedules of what the heck you're doing ahead of time. And theoretically, I should know what I'm doing ahead of time, but me and my little brain goblins, like we never work together enough to do that kind of shit. So eventually I'll have to do that too, just because I need to actually slot in time for things. Yes, this whole year has been wild for you. Because like I need to put in time for streaming. I need to put in time for copy. And I need to put in time for like editing videos or doing like other things that I just need to do around the house. Like, I have a backlog of things that people want me to 3D print because I have 2 3D printers and I bought new parts for them like a month ago and I still haven't put the parts in because I'm all spaghetti and I haven't been able to do the thing. You know, classic problems. My current plan today is the hanging of Coda.
RPG_Rooster says 400 followers, woo.
Yeah, thanks RPG Rooster. I am surprised. Yeah, that is a number. I don't know. I'm just glad whenever I have people here. Like, period. I'm also glad seeing, like, you know, like, meeting people. Like, I really enjoy streaming with Chickens and Freya in RPG Rooster and, like, Blue Arctos, my boyfriend. I just have a really good time, and, like, I'm just not used to having a really good time, you know? Oh, thanks, Freya, and thanks, Chickens. It's just really nice, and, like, I deserve it. Yeah, okay. I do deserve good things. Blue is boyfriend. I know, Chickens. I keep saying that. Blue is my streamer boyfriend. You know. Ugh. What can I say? I see them big bees. I subscribe. You're a good mood, and I'm glad to have met you at least in some capacity. Same, Freya. I think it's so funny, Freya. Whenever you're casually mentioning things, like today, Freya was mentioning, like, you know, guns and whatnot, and it was funny in my mind. Like, I wanted to type so badly and, like, start discussing things with Freya because, like, Freya has a intimate knowledge of firearms, which is totally fine. Yeah, the Deep Rock Galactic games last week were awesome. They were pretty unforgettable. Sorry, what I was saying before, it's just like, Freya has a lot of similar firearm knowledge and interests as I do, apparently. It's kind of funny how similar they are at times. It's the same with Chickens, too. I still think the funniest thing that I'll never forget had to be when Chickens, like, jokingly, I think, asked, like, oh, hey, chat, what do you think my favorite shotgun is? And I was like, I actually did a mega think at my desk, and I was like, from what I know, based on what Chickens is into and whatnot, and what I know, it would definitely have to be either the Pancore Jackhammer or this other one. So I guess Pancore Jackhammer first, and is correct. Yeah, in the UK, we don't have guns here. I know, that is funny, Freya. I mean, I'm in Canada, and we do have guns here. They're, I'd say they're highly regulated, but they're kind of not. It's mostly regulated. Canada still has some funny laws. Like, black powder weapons here are basically legal in a way. Like, I think it's if they're over like 100 years old or something, they count as an antique, and you don't need a license to have them. But that being said, you're probably not robbing the 7-Eleven with, like, or getting into, like, not robbing, you're probably not engaging the cops with, like, muskets in, like, you know, powder and whatnot. Or, like, black powder revolvers. You're probably not doing that. Yeah. It's cool as hell. Yeah. Chickens has good taste. Freya also has good taste. And I think that's one of the things I like about streaming the most, is, like, I had some really good memories with Freya and whatnot, and Blue, and Silly, and I guess that'd be me too, playing Deep Rock Galactic. You have a black powder rifle in your garage? Good job, RPG Rooster. Nice. This past year, I think it was just this year that we started doing D&D with RPG Rooster on, like, I was gonna say, on days. We're not very consistent about it because we all have schedules, because of course you do. Scheduling is the eternal monster when it comes to D&D. But yeah, it's been really fun, and, like, RPG Rooster is a really cool DM. I love the stories that RPG Rooster comes up with, and, like, the ideas and the concepts. I love how RPG Rooster can make all these interesting characters, and in hindsight, I see a lot of the things that he does to make the game interesting, or move the plot, or do, like, fun encounters. I really see that. I really enjoy it. It's really nice. And, like, these are all people that I wouldn't have normally met. I'm very happy and very thankful to have met all these people in my life. Especially after, like, you know, the past couple of years when I had become, like, an exclusive shut-in. And, like, even before then, we didn't have a lot of friends because we just didn't get out a whole lot. And a lot of our friends were from university, and then after university, everybody moved away like across the country. We don't really see a lot of our old friends anymore. Oh, and RPG was just happy to be here. Oh, thanks, RPG was true. And like, yeah, like before times, before the pandemic, there was a chance I could at least bump into friends during like conventions. And I went to like 9 conventions this year. So far anyways, there's still more coming up, oh my god. And I didn't see a lot of people I actually know there, which was kind of disappointing because like these conventions were one of the few places where I could meet old friends and say hi, and they weren't there. Thankfully, I did get to at least meet one of my friends that I only ever meet at this one convention that's local here. And he's technically my friend from, I guess, early adulthood, from high school. And it's funny, we both have the exact same birthday. We both have just wildly different experiences growing up. Kenneth Baskin. Aw, thanks, chickens. And I, believe it or not, I worry about this man as if he's like my own brother, or like my own sibling. Because, like, even though the only thing we share, really, is the exact same birthday, I worry about him, because, like, he's a human being, he's had a not great upbringing, and I often worry about him, and then, like, at this last convention, we were able to find each other again. He seems to be still doing fine, and we got a piece of art commissioned together where we're both in the piece of art, like characters of us, and we're both just like, you know, together in there, and hopefully I can get that framed up somewhere nicely, because like I don't want to forget it, and I hope he's still doing fine. I hope one of these days I found out that he's either having a good time in life or like as a joke he's been in my chat this whole time, because that'd be funny too. Sorry, I'm getting deeply emotional and ranty again. This game causes me to do this. But also this makes me feel better on the inside, so like I can't really complain. And this is cheaper than therapy, guys, because oh my god, I'll have you know, Canada's like, yeah, we'll put you back together as long as it's like, you know, not your teeth or your brain, like your mental health that's falling apart. Because those things, oh, you gotta pay money for those. Because we're just barely a socialist country at this point. Emphasis on just barely. Anyways, let's go hang with Coda. Oh, that's an experience bar. Oh, okay, I get you now. Assyrian's next scenes are not available for this build. No. Okay. Yeah, I clicked it, but no, I don't want to. Oh, fuck, shit, fuck. No, I don't want to hang with Luke. No, I don't want to hang with Luke. No. Luke, go back on exploration duty. Send to explore. I want to hang out with staff. I want to hang out with Coda. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. And then Asterion gets to do some more R&D. Because that's all Asterion can do. Confirm plan. When you poke your head in the lounge looking for the blue dragon, you find him sitting at a table with one of the guests. Oh, a thin, middle-aged man in a shabby suit and hat, with stress wrinkles on his face and flecks of grey showing in his beard. With the music that fills the lounge's air, you're able to catch a few snippets of their conversation. Don't sound familiar, so you see. I see. I suppose it was a long shot. If you don't mind me taking a longer one, have you encountered this is silly, but you ever met a man in possession of such a sword, either of Japanese descent or one who looks similar to you? I guess lets out a good-natured laugh at the question. No, can't say I've ever met a sword-wielding dragon from Japan. I didn't even know people like you were real until I came here. Indeed, well, I had to ask regardless. If you want, I'll keep an ear to see if any of those names come up once I get out of here. Be greatly appreciated, thank you. Man pulls a business card out of his worn wallet, then slides over to the dragon. But accepts the offer with a bow. Belly pressing on into the table as he leans forward and then holds it tightly in his claw grasp. Man, if I'm surprised sour cream didn't appear just now when it said belly pressing into table. I expect that meme where it's like, you know, sour cream comes like, you know, crashing into the wall, being all like, bellies and butts and woo. I'll leave you for now then. If you need anything, I'll be sure our gracious host will be happy to provide. Sure, and thank you too. Yeah. Sir Oil. But rises to his feet, gives his conversational partner one last bow, and then turns away. When he catches your eye, the dragon gives you a small smile and makes his way over. Ashton, hello. I trust this day is treating you well. It is, thank you. Just take a break if you have a moment to hang out. For you, anytime. With a small gesture, he leads you over to an unoccupied table. You take your seats across from one another, settling in. So, interested in hearing some more about this old vagrant's wanderings, are you? Actually, if you don't mind, I was curious about what you're talking about over there. I don't mean to pry or eavesdrop, I just couldn't help overhearing. A sword-wielding dragon, huh? Well, the sword I was speaking about is more of an ornamental weapon. It was forged in the village near our home. You're the brother, right? Onsen, I think you said his name was? That is correct. He was a bright and warm soul who often joined the local samurai in the battle. And quite often in the leisure as well. My shrine's sake was popular amongst the men, if you don't mind a little bragging, and he'd often serve it while they rested the bodies in the nearby hot springs. I see, if he was a samurai, I guess it only makes sense for him to have a sword, even an ornamental one. So, it is him you're trying to find then? Indeed. And by tracking down the sword of his, you hope to track him down too? Well, he taps the table at the top with his claws a few times. It is, unfortunately, one of the only leads I have to go on. I want to know more about Onsen. Well, could you tell me a little more about Onsen? Who knows, maybe I ran him and didn't even know it. Gotta mostly be lurking for now. Hope the stream goes well. Thanks, Freya. Thanks for coming by, Freya. Because I don't know if you worked today or not, but it's already been quite the day. And by the way, I still think it was incredibly funny when last time I was playing Deep Rock Galactic with Freya and Blue and Silly and me, that I fell asleep sitting in my chair upright. Like, I had never done that before. I didn't think it was possible to fall asleep while basically being in an upright gaming position. But I found a way. My brain just turned itself off and kept my body suspended where it was. So I didn't, like, you know, fall back in my chair or, like, put my head on my desk and fall asleep. No, I just straight up turned off while still standing up or, like, sitting up at my desk. It was very funny to me. And yes, I know I have bad sleeping habits. That's part of life at this point. I don't think I make enough money to have good sleeping habits. Who knows? Maybe Random didn't even know. If he had a charm, then it's possible, right? Frodo's brow furrows. One of his fangs catches on his lip. He gives the tabletop another brief tap. I don't think he... Though it may be possible. You never know, right? Come on, indulge me. Alright, well, he was quite a lively person. In truth, Luke does remind me vaguely of him. Very vaguely. Onsen at least had an ounce of discretion. So he did love his sake, both partaking and sharing it with his fellow samurai. There was one time when he had far too much. Although that's probably a story for another time. Why are you tempting me with a good time? Anyway, although his arm was strong, his heart was kind. He took up his sword not for the love of battle, but for the love of his... especially the children. Oh, you should have seen him, Kaneshin. Whenever we would visit one of the villages, every child would have a turn riding upon his shoulders. His laughter was like a waterfall, free-flowing. He displayed his might with pride, along with every scar he earned upon the battlefield. And even when he'd take on human disguises, He had the most striking blue eyes, a body honed into a fine form. I'm gonna stay quiet. You stay quiet, allowing him to reminisce. In the meantime, you focus on racking your brain for any familiarity sparked by his words. When is he revealed, in the voice of the crickets, yearning still for one, friend who is no more? Alas, the dragon clears his throat. So, I think that sounds familiar? I'm sorry, but not at all. Might be easier if I had a more concrete physical description, but there we come to the problem. And so long since I've seen them die. Any others? That's only one of your leads. Are there others? There has to be something. He sighs deep and gusty. Ashton, exactly how long do you think I've been on my journey? Well, almost a century and a half now. And in all that time I've looked and looked and looked from one end of the earth to the other. You know what I found? Nothing. Nothing but disappointment and cold trails. On a journey ailing, my dreams were about on a withered field. Coda, I'm sorry. Listen, you've been a great help to the hotel, and to Asterion, and me. I know I can't even begin to imagine what you've been through, and I don't want to butt into your private business. But I do want to help you too. Not just to pay you back, but because you're a friend. If there's anything we can do to get you closer to fighting Onsen, all you need to do is ask. Last he meets your gaze once more. I apologize for allowing my emotions to get out of hand. Thank you, Kanashin. I'm utterly grateful for everything you've done. Dragon smiles, but you can see how it doesn't quite reach his eyes. That gas business card. How about that man you were talking to? Think having his business card could help? But also a short breath, brows in a relief. They shift the conversational topic. As he speaks, he turns the card over between his fingers. Yes, he's an antique dealer, you see. It's not my place to speak about his past, but he came here after some trouble with a few of his usual sources. Antique dealer? Do you think you might know where Onsen's sword is? Perhaps. In truth, I was asking about, well... Alright, back, Blue. We're talking with, a dragon daddy, Uncle Arro. Ham and cheese toasty sandwich! Oh my god. Wait, Blue. Blue. Do people in Australia call your, like, toasted sandwiches toasties? Like a grilled toasty? Is that a thing in Australia? Did we already have this conversation before? We might have. Chapman, what is that? Is it just... Oh, it's just hype yum. Okay, I'm like, that's just Blue's emote. I'm curious, what names are you going for? I heard him mention something about keeping an ear out for some names. What's that about? I'm sorry! Well, spilled water will not return to the tray. I'm sorry, it's probably none of my... He holds up a hand to cut you off. Oh! I don't want to interrupt Uncle Iroh! You asked, Ashton. And although I would have preferred you didn't, I suppose there'd be no harm in telling you. Ah! Damn it, I shouldn't have asked. I was hoping that the names E. Friedman or J. Wright would be familiar to him. Yeah, we have this convo, we call them cheese toasties or toasted sandwiches. Yeah, okay, that is a thing, okay. It's just up until I met somebody, like, here, that was British, and called it a grilled toasty. I had never heard that concept before. And now, it's normal in Australia too, apparently. So I'm like, am I the weird one in Canada for not having this? You Westerns call them grilled sandwiches? Yeah, because I guess we're in the West, despite us also being a British colony. The trail went cold long ago, but well, if you enter the tiger's cave, you will not catch its cub. And who are they? Friends of yours? No. Cheese toasties, yeah. They are the ones who stole Onsen's sword. Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Tension gathers in Kota's shoulders, the rhythm of his claws tapping grows faster. Thinking quick, you lash into another, hopefully more pleasant topic. So, your shrine used to brew sake, huh? Well, the teacher brushes out of him. He glances towards you, and you can see a small bloom of gratitude in both his eyes and his smile. That's right. The best sake in the region. Far better than even the local shochu. We made sure of that. One thing you find at a brewery in a holy place. Breweries in holy places are actually way more similar than you'd think. How'd you guys do it? Well, you see. Woof! The next 20 or so minutes, code tells you about the sake production at a shrine. How the river feeds into the fertile paddies and how its water's cooled still so perfectly. When the time comes to go your separate ways, he gives you a half-distracted bow before rushing off, keeping his gaze averted. Oh, I think chickens. Okay. Chickens, you've kind of got me convinced that I should have like a Kanashin laying down emote, but I don't think I can lay down as gracefully as a Sir Pony. Because that's just really heckin' cute. Unless we have like a cow on all fours that's just divided up. Oh, thanks for the shout out, Blue, for chickens. Wait, chickens, you were playing Overwatch 2? Huh. I did not realize that. Because I know there's a spooky thing. You finished Alien and then did... Oh, okay. Oh, I have a whole whack of games I want to play for Halloween, but I don't have a lot of time between now and Halloween. What? Yeah, but you should get on following chickens. Also, I will say, like, I might not have a whole lot of Halloween game right now to play between now and Halloween. Oh, I think you expect myself. Yeah. But, like, between Halloween and Christmas, I have so many winter-themed games to play and get through that, like, it'll be a very, very nice and comfy time between now and then. Anyways, let's check in on the R&D team. Your R&D team made some progress, but no project was completed. Let's check on the exploration team. Your team found 3 raw materials. Other than that, your exploration team didn't make any big discoveries. Good job, Luke. After sunset, steering went off to the rooftop. He did not outside say it, but he required privacy to ruminate on the contract you'd signed a few nights ago. Aww. Yeah, we're gonna get all cuddly and cozy in the cold weather streamer. Yeah. Me and Blue are gonna be like, you know, sharing a blankie. It'll be real cute. But shoot, there was another game I realized, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, Blue, at some point here we could play Fear 3 together, because I realized that, like, we both apparently have Fear 3, and we can easily beat that game in, like, 4 hours. What is this comfy? The Mig Comf. Aww. That's cute. I'm gonna follow this channel, too. Yeah, Fear 3, Blue, maybe. Oh, okay. I don't know, Blue, do you want to play as, like, you know, Point Man, or do you want to play as Ghost Man? Because I got to play as Ghost Man with chickens, and not gonna lie, Ghost Man, fun to play as, but Point Man is the one that actually does all the fucking shit. Like, I think it's hard for Ghost Man to somehow beat Point Man in the campaign, when, like, Point Man just, like, fucking does way more shit effectively. Oh, I take you, chickens. Oh, no. Here you go. I made it touch, kind of, sort of. After sunset, oh yeah. You provided him with all the alone time he required. Later, you found Luke by the hearth, chatting with a haggard bunch of guests about his personal misadventures. I guess I could play as the ghost you see. I don't know, Blue. Do you want to suck ghosts? You can suck ghosts. I won't judge you if you suck ghosts. I also just could not believe I've never played a campaign that was 4.5 hours long from that big of a kind of game. Like, I thought Chickens and I would at least take 5 or 6 hours, like, you know, kind of sort of full game length. But no, like 4.5 and we were done. And like, you went hard, Chickens, like, we weren't like aggressively going through the game though. We were just playing through the game, like killing all the enemies and whatnot. But like, we weren't like speed running or nothing. We were just playing through the game, and like the game just had such little content. It was not even funny. Like, Dead Space 3 took me and Blue, like, at least 2 or 3 streams to get through. Whereas, like, this one we could do, like, in half a stream and not even, like, break a sweat. Sorry, big yawn. Their clothes had seen better days. None of them shared a language or origin. All grasped cups overflowing with sweet beverages in their shaking hands. Unshackled by the laws of the outside world, Luke evangelized about the mythical beings, their tales, and magic. Yeah, DS3 was a longish game. Yeah, like, for a game that people ultimately didn't like super duper a lot, it apparently had way more effort in it than Fear 3. And to be fair, Fear 3 was made in under a year. Fear 2 had 5. So I kind of understand why they had to cut like every single corner in the Circle Factory in order to get it out in time. But that just sucks. Like Prey, it took me 4 to 5 streams to finish each 3 to 5 hours. Oh, damn. The guests tightened their grips on their mugs. Magic, fantasy, and the hearth kindled their weary hearts. Food and drink held their bodies. Healed their bodies. Sorry, apparently I'm in the yawn zone. And Luke's unyielding, screeching laughter, as unpleasant as it sounded, planted within the dream of prosperity, dignity, and bounty. Aww. Oh, that was the night. Oh, okay. So, how do Project? I've heard the game say I've been getting materials, but I don't know where they're going. Oh, right there. Oh, I don't know who this last character is, actually. I feel like I know these 3 because I've seen them, but I don't know this one, though. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna hit return here. I'm gonna give Quota a break because I've been talking to Zeroth consistently here. I'm gonna send you to explore because let's see what happens if both of you are exploring. If I take Asterion off, can I hang with Asterion? No, you can only hang out with Luke and Coda. Okay. So essentially, Asterion, you're always in R&D now. So once you accumulate enough to complete a project, you'll be prompted if you want to apply it to a project. Oh, okay. Finish. Also, I'm still loving this appearance of Asterion with the suspenders. I think I get it now. You'll get to eventually hang out with Asterion. Oh, okay, cool. I'd love to hang out with Asterion and play, like, Harp Hero. Yeah, I'm gonna hit save. I mean for this to be potentially a shorter stream, but I'm feeling kind of tired right now. Well, I'm not gonna call it here now, it's just I'm like yawning a shit ton all of a sudden. Which is usually my body's way of saying it's tired. Granted, I also only have 1 cup of coffee today. Or 1, like, jar of coffee. Gonna get a Barakin, looks like that. I mean, Blue, I kind of sort of want to talk to the artist who did this current Barakin and get some more stuff from him, because he's a nice guy, and he knows the goods. The first thing we said to each other was nipples, because we want to have the nipples out. But then we didn't have the nipples out, because the shirt was too good. Apparently. You're not the only one? Oh, yeah. I'm getting the bloomy nipples out, too. Hashtag free nipple. Yeah, exactly, chickens. Yeah, can you believe that chickens had to actually put on clothes as a streamer? Meanwhile, I'm, like, actively looking forward to taking off clothes, apparently. What is this bullshit? I got one of Bigby with a ripped button shirt. That'd be great. Actually, Blue, we should get you an actual shirt that looks like it's ripped and there's a werewolf underneath that looks like Bigby, because that'd be funny. Like a real life shirt. Your friends would just think it's a cool werewolf shirt, but you'd know. I'm gonna hang out with nobody? Is that an option? My current plan for the day is nothing. Yeah. Can I just do nothing? You'll be taking the day off. Yeah, fuck yeah, I want to do nothing. So I take the day off the rest of the afternoon. I don't do fuck here, apparently. Woo. Oh. Let's check on the R&D team. The R&D team made some progress, but no project was completed. Let's check on the exploration team. Your team got really lucky and found 6 raw materials, twice what you— holy shit! We have enough for a thing! I found something else. You found a petroglyph, writing engraved on a slab of rock. You can read it by opening the files in the menu. Tonight, it is Coda who hosts the Hearthside Circle. He gifts his audience with tales about the Minotaur's hospitality and the hotel's traditions. The guests he entertains are a peculiar bunch, but they remain enraptured by his words all the same. A pair of brothers, arms covered in burns and whip marks, who were running from something closer to a butcher shop than a home. Holy shit, okay. A malnourished woman in her 20s with dull, sunken eyes and her hair cut shorter than any boy's, whose hands shake with the sharp pangs of withdrawal. A silver-haired man in his 40s pulled in during a desperate escape made necessary by writing about issues many would prefer remain unpublished. Oh, wow. And a mother nursing a baby who refuses to say a word about her past. All of them, every one of them outcasts, listen to the dragons' good news about the hotel's mission as they feast. Huh. I like how this game works like this. It's great. Time often flows in circles. Just a century ago, the same scene played out. A preacher singing praises about the hotel to guests dreaming of a permanent home. Much like tonight, their throats had twisted into knots and their chests had constricted. The grace they felt was so great it became unforgivable. Back then, they were given a future, but it was taken again by Clement and his badness, and all who pledged to accomplish the hotel's mission were lost. This won't happen again, however. Tonight, when they look at you and Asterion, masters of this land, there is dew in their eyes and devout silence on their lips. Not a single word is needed. These sailors see the captains of the ship. Hey. In the lounge, the guests slouch in their seats. The sounds of cutlery and laughter fill the room. There's no conspicuous glance towards your partner, although some guests have taken to greeting you and staring with a warmth so contagious it kindles the hearth's flame. Aw. This is the hotel's new normal. It's the kobolds! Fuck yeah. Tonight, Asterion makes firm brushstrokes on his tablet. His eyes pour over the screen, shifting away only when he cannot contain a giggle. Is he looking at funny hee-hee-ha-ha cows? Let him enjoy the moment. Whatever he is doing. Meanwhile, you entertain yourself with watching the crowd. The kobolds are huddled together in a corner of the lounge, watching as Luke takes meals to the guests. Oh my god. One of them catches you looking their way. He jumps back and frightens the others. They scurry out of the lounge, but only for a brief while. Not 10 minutes later, however, the timid vagabonds return, and this time they are not to stay. You look away and leave them be, but as the night progresses, you catch them approaching the counter. They pick up on Luke taking meals to the guests and, like children imitating an esteemed adult, did the same. Napkins, salt shakers, cutlery, even candy from the bowl behind the bar counter is snatched up and handed out with artless insistence to the guests. The chubby one approaches a couple with a pair of spoons and gives them a pouting frown until they make their best attempt at eating their main course with the proffered utensils. The darker kobold makes sure everyone has a clean napkin, while the lighter one struggles with the notion of coffee-flavored candy. That heaven-sent blessing bestowed only upon the most worthy is an inadequate appetizer. My god, I love them. In due time, you are too graced with a spoon and expected to use it, despite not yet having a meal. How do you accept this gift? Gratefully? As much as you're sitting position below, you bow down to the kind server, which is met with an austere nod from the lizard. You do not note, however, that the kobold was holding the spoon by the wrong end, so there's no telling when he last washed his hands. You pretend to stir your water with it, you cannot uncover your charade. He's too short to see what's happening on the table. Thank you, it's very kind of you. The little lizard puffs up his chest as though he can swallow your words and grow fat on praise alone. What a graceful little fellow. Oh, I love him. Recognition, nay, honor shall be his. May I ask your name? Eep! Oh my god, he gets a name! He recoils and cowers before looking inward to the core of his soul for the strength to face your inquiry. He takes a step forward and makes the truth of his being known to thee. Greggy. Oh, I love him! I love Greggy! Oh my god, he's so cute. Greggy. Now that's quite the name. Really fitting for a handsome fellow such as you. Greggy beams at you at your stream of compliments. What a pleasure it is to have one's talents recognized. I fucking love Greggy! He's so cute! Greggy is a good name. He is very koboldy. Now, if you'd be so kind, could you tell your friends' names? They're Zippito and Nono. They're my brothers. I see. All of you do share the same fierce look. There's no doubt about it. Mighty blood flows in your lineage. Wouldn't you say so, Styrian? The Minotaur is too focused on the internet's unfathomable wisdom to respond. Fucking this man is on a fucking furry porn website, you know for a fact. Well, as you may have guessed, my buddy is called Styrian, and I'm Canastian. It's nice to meet your acquaintance, Greggy. Allow me to show you a magic trick, as just reward for your efforts. You cup your hands together and hum the song Styrian taught you. The hotel groans ever so slightly as you issue your command. Let your hands overflow with wealth. Your sorcery is too great for the little lizard's mind. He shields his eyes from your grace and cowers. The light returns. Your hands are overflowing with riches. 7 opals, 6 rubies, 5 chunks of lapis lazuli, 4 sapphires, 3 emeralds, 2 jade stones, and 1 diamond, all in one bed of lesser metals. What the fuck did I just do? If it is true, then, sorcerers do exist, and their kind souls appreciate the servitude of even a lowly kobold. Greggy has now witnessed the minimum mystery. He swipes away the worthless crystals and pockets instead the true treasures, the copper, iron, bronze, and forever valuable pyrite. Yeah. He then runs off, leaving behind only the pitter-patter of grubby feet and a pile of gemstones in your hand. Oh well. You hum and summon a glass cup where you can put the crystals. It'll make a nice decoration for the table. By the 12, you've grown quite familiar with your powers and duties. You taught me well. Only the powers, the duties, and the hotel's missions, though those you've cultivated yourself. What can I say? I enjoy it. Giving a home to those who are lost is a worthwhile goal. You, of course, are chief among them. By this armband and my honor, I'll make sure no villain will bring harm to my partner. Aww! I got to protect my partner. The Minotaur takes one of the crystals, a lapis lazuli, and examines its surface. Such a honeyed tongue. You're only saying this to bring my guard down. As soon as you have the chance, you will strike. But as if we discussed, I don't have it in me to do so. Besides, what can I stand to gain? Don't I have enough precious gemstones as is? And it must be knowledge you seek. You'll demand that I deliver unto you all the secrets of the gods. If only. I'm afraid I have little interest in meddling with the Olympians. I've had more than enough already. You sure? There are no questions stuck in your throat, perhaps about the life after death? You don't have a point. It's only a human who curious worship with that. Indeed. Well, what can I say? The realm of Hades. Wait, you're just giving out your divine secrets just like that? Wasn't I supposed to gain your trust and bring your guard down first? Perhaps you already have. At long last, my honeyed tongue brings me blessings. By all means, proceed. Realm of Hades was quite enjoyable, my lord. Forgive me, Ganesh. It's just that thinking back to Hades gives me a chest faint ache. I cannot help but speak with all my reverence. The Christians must think of Hades like a hell of fire and brimstone, but that is not the case. It's not as far as I witnessed and what little I saw of it. The heroic and righteous were granted a place in the Elysian fields, an island where they could enjoy an existence without toil and blessed with all sorts of graces. Most mortals were sent to the Asphodel Meadows, where, as was I, seeing as I had little to no heroic qualities. There we existed in much the same way as we lived, although I took the chance to reinvent myself. I spent no more than 3 years in Hades. In that little time, however, I climbed all the way from border patrol to serving under Lord Hades and Lady Persephone of the Royal Guard. Lord Hades would often call for me to serve as his sparring partner. We had many sporting fights. That's how I learned of the Chthonic fighting style. He was a somber god, a soft-spoken man, tasked with a heavy burden, but he was never unfair or unkind, and he led by example first and foremost. The living had no liking for him, but among the dead he was a cherished one. The Lady Persephone, the underworld's joy, was worshipped for all the gifts she provided to the living. I see. Were you ever treated differently from being a Minotaur? Oh, the answer to that question may surprise you, beloved. Photos. Sorry, connection. From over there, I felt so young. In any case, to answer your question, Lord Hades had quite a liking towards some of my. Some would even joke that he favored me because of my bullish features. I cannot know if he ever did in truth, but regardless, I enjoyed my time in his service. I see, that's not how most people would imagine Hades being like. Any new experience can seem quite frightful and daunting. Living. Death is the newest and most unknown. It makes sense to fear it, even if there's not so much to fear. That's true, I suppose. It's comforting in a way, knowing that what Great Beyond will be like. I'm not sure that I will be the same experience for you, Kadesh. I was told that different people go to different realms, depending on who they worship in life. Huh. What happens to those who are agnostic or atheist? I do not know. The specifics weren't ever laid out in full to me, or anyone I knew. Not exactly relevant to us. I see. Well, that's already a lot more than I expected to know about my afterlife. Glad you shared this with me. I was quite talkative tonight. Am I? I was reminiscing just now while reading, which must have loosened my tongue a little. Would you believe I found a number of old texts in ancient Greek? These new languages are tricky for me, meanwhile reading ancient Greek is quite comforting. I could not find anything in Minoan, however. It is a pity. As far as I know, the Minoan language was lost ages ago. It would be extremely difficult to find a surviving text or anyone who know how to read it in the first place. But I'm here. I still remember it. Master Kadesh, please save my curiosity. The internet allows for things to be sent, correct? Ready for me to send them my language? I'm afraid that's not really how it works. We don't have translation magic outside. We can't just send the whole language outward. But if you do remember it well enough, you could try writing it down. Grammar, syntax, vocabulary, tell others how to read it. I'm sure we can get it out there. A lot of people would be grateful to have the Minoan language decoded. Huh. The Minotaur looks out at the tablet and flicks his ears. The screen shows a growing library of e-books. That would be quite enjoyable. Long has it been since I've been given much thought to my native tongue. I can even try to recall my own poems. I wrote a few of them in Minoan. You write poetry? I used to. A bit here and there over the centuries, as the muse is inspired. Nothing significant, however. Hey, don't undersell yourself. Knowing you, I'm sure it must have been good. If only you remember any. Do you think you could let me read them? Moo. Is that a no? No. I mean, no, it isn't a no. I mean, we're just extemporaneous, as the muses moved. It never occurred to me to write most of them down or to save them when I did. If I recall any poems, I suppose lecturing them would be acceptable. But my duties to the hotel come first. I should not allow this to become a distraction. Meanwhile, you could do it during your time off. If there's a gap in the schedule where we don't need down the bedrock, how about that? Very well. When I'm not required for research, I'll still work on this. That said, I hope you don't intend on giving me time off just to appease this silly diversion connection. If you do, then Coda and Luke will have to carry my burden. Me giving you time off? Ah, never. My job is making you work, isn't it? In the name of the mission, of course. Looks at you examining your every feature. The jollity and ease of your bearing. The accent in your tone of voice. The signs and assurances of kidding around. The curiosity in your eyes. The crystal of your smile. And the armband, too. He sees you. In the name of our mission.
Oh, he's so good.
You can now work on a streams project. You can select this activity in the daily agenda screen when the stream is not busy with the R&D team. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I need... Oh, I see. I need a lot more... I mean, I might have enough materials for this. For either of these, but I do not have enough tech. I got a feeling I have, like, not a lot of tech. Will that be in the ledger? It is. Check how much tech I have. How do I check how much tech I have? Would it be in the log? No. Oh shoot, no, I don't want to go to title. Oh, I'm tired. Ugh, I know I've been streaming for like almost 3 hours. Damn. Slab you found in Center Files. Oh, thank you, Chapo Man, for telling me how to play the game. Is that an artifact? No, it's a wine bottle. Is it a memento? Slab of rock with writing engraved on the front of the valley. Some parts of the rock are missing, so it's possibly the full poem. Cry, O great All-Mother, sorrows so deep that no Renaissance muse would repair ere a thought. This being made so, call, O Poseidon, a muse much more hardy and tougher than. Please, O Melphome, chant weary lines through red nose hills, rich Dahlia come not. But have fun and chat. But that's it. Oh, okay, cool. Have fun, Blue. Thanks for coming by. Like streamer friends, Blue, or like friends? Only so, like, if you're guesting with somebody, I know who to, like, check out later. Internet access. Providers. Oh, friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, fun, Blue. Huh. Alright, well, have a good night then. Have fun. Click on a guest to learn more. All River Spear for Japan. Sorry. I am just very, very tired. I'm gonna have to go grab me some coffee or something. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. Oh, I'm just a baby. I don't know. Menu, skip auto. Huh. Just gotta quickly see if I can have some coffee or something, because I'm quite tired. Ugh. Let me just check to see if there's anything left in the pot from this morning. There could be, for all I know. Ugh. It's technically late for me though, because I didn't start today at 5 a.m. I'm so tired. Oh, thanks for the head pats. Oh. Oh shit. Oh. I think I should put a cop. Oh, wait, hang on a second. It is coming. Okay, I have returned. I have looked around. I agree, I'm sleepy. I'm not sure how much longer I'll do for tonight because I am sleepy. And there is no coffee, there's no tea, there's nothing hot and caffeinated. The best I can do is a cookie, and so that's just what I'm gonna do. For those wondering, it's a 7-Eleven carnival cookie. Ooh boy, yummy. Ugh. Anyways, what's the plan for today? Alright, chickens, I'll probably do something tomorrow. Probably. I'm just not sure if I'm doing something with Cuppy tomorrow. That's the problem. And Cuppy has been asleep since I got home, so I haven't really been able to ask what we're doing tomorrow. Because I think you want to do TF2 tomorrow, chickens, but I don't know what else. What else were you thinking of? Because I do enjoy playing games with you quite a lot. You decided to take the day off, rest until the afternoon. I do fuck all here. I love how everybody's larger than Luke, so Luke is like the twink of the bunch. Goddamn. Made some progress, but no project was complete. Ah, fuck. There is no exploration team. Well past midnight, life raged on in the realm of the labyrinth. The dragon from the east proceeded with his investigation, asking the guests for travelers such as himself. When the inevitable answer came, however, not a pang of sorrow touched his heart. Had the search itself become pleasant after so many years? And the American Griffin, once so eager to partake in regretful escapades, couldn't resist the allure of the stars. One star at a time, he grasped the colossal universe in the palm of his hand. Aww. Meanwhile, the kobolds gave into the piece of mind-altering... Sorry, whoa, hang on. The kobolds gave into the peace of a mind-healing slumber, of a home found after who knows how long in the bone-chilling underground. As for our good lords, pristine horned and Asterian and diamond granted Canashian, tonight they deliver themselves to smaller pleasures. Whoa! Am I doing something with my husbando here? We jumping on the bed together? Fine wine summoned and enjoyed, delicate poems written and recited, all of mankind's comforting inventions at their fingertips. As the pair watch a movie, each resting an arm on the sofa's armrests, all thoughts of bovine awkwardness do fade. What are you talking about? I would love to snuggle up to this cowman's tippies. He'd probably be nice and warm. He looks very comfy. The Minotaur ignores his clumsy fingers and fidgeting tail, and narrates his hooves make a sound. Oh, I love his little hooves! Actually, they're probably massive. Sometimes one may forget rank, birthright, duty, and all other social trappings. Oh, Spooky, you're here too! Hi, Spooky, how's it going? Happy Halloween! I hope you don't mind me and my husbando over here. Their sole alone remains to show the most fundamental facts of who they are, and tonight we see them, human men, together as brothers and partners. Yeah, Spooky, it's been a hot minute. How's it been? He's barking, yeah. Wait, Spooky, correct me if I'm wrong. Have you been streaming lately and I've just been missing streams? Or have you been, taking a break? But please correct me if I'm wrong, because I actually can't remember. Do I not have enough tech? No, wait, but I just got a bunch of tech. Or, I don't know. Stream not enough. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just not seeing the streams when they come available then. I do try. Wait. Oh, it tells me right there. That's how many contracts and that's how much tech I have. I only have 5 and 5. You might need a new contract. Yeah, I think you're correct. I think my brain just stopped working, Chapel Man, and I assumed for some reason that was how many that like I don't know what I assumed, but for some reason I was like, oh, number small. That's how much your current team is going to generate. Wait, oh, okay, so we're going to get 5 and 5. Right? Shit, hang on. Yeah, Spooky, look at my cowmans. We get to play dress up with him. And look, okay, he has this little loincloth, and I think it's adorable. That like you could have your cow just run around like this. You can have him run around like this. Like Bark and the Singing Day. Oh, thanks, Spooky. I'll have you know, I'm some of the bloodiest beef in Skyrim. There we go. Yes, your rolls. That. Yeah, because that'll generate 5 contracts and 5 tech. Then how do I check how much contract and tech I already have? Because it says right here that I have 15 raw materials. Does that mean I'm gonna get 5 and 5, or that I already have 5 and 5? No, because I had somebody doing R&D before, so it shouldn't be just 5 and 5. Need to be a math background for the game to tell you how much you currently have included as a perk of that back. Whoa! Wait, what? Need to be a math background for the game to tell you how much you currently have accumulated as a perk of the... Oh. So I should have been taking notes, is what you're saying. Oh. Oops. Haha, oops, oopsie whoopsies, I made a fucky wucky and I can't do math. Sorry guys, just like driving, I'm too gay to do math apparently. Well, another day of everybody doing tech in the dungeon. As I take the day off. Hi, by the way, Spooky, these are the other people we have in the hotel at the moment. We have Luke the Griffin, Asterion the Minotaur, and Coda the Water Dragon. You could use the day off. Spooky, I could use a year off. Actually, no, Spooky, I don't know if you mentioned this before, but like, do you work like a daily job? Like 5, 6, 7 days a week or something? That burb is very full of America. He is very American. He's so American, it hurts. He's very 4th of July and, like, you know, gun. Your current team can complete a project. Hey! You want to complete your research or continue working towards something else? Yeah, it's great swimming pool. You have a full-time job. Oh, okay. You find Asterium, the rest of the R&D team, and one of the kobolds celebrating around the bedrocks tables. It's a kobold! I say I have a full-time job as well, Spooky, except for me a 40-hour week is between Monday and Thursday, because we work 10-hour days. So, I have an extra day theoretically for streaming and doing shit, but I'm also tired as fuck every day during my week because 10-hour workday translates into 14-hour workday when I include transit and waking up for shit. And, like, that doesn't leave me a lot of time on a workday, like, to do other shit. And some days I work Fridays as well, so I end up getting 50 hours in. I have the option to do 10-hour days, but nah. Oh, okay. I kind of see why. A large stockpile of old yellow contracts is upon it, and a tower as tall as a picture is bright. After a short congratulatory speech to the team, Assyrian approaches you with the beaming cobalt mimicking his step-wide gait. You know, human ingenuity never ceases to amaze me. What do you mean? After some back and forth, it was agreed that a vanishing edge pool would be the best choice, but I had never heard of such a thing. But I only need to research for a minute before I gladly agreed. As it is done now, it was not easy, but it is ready. Involved researching what materials are used today in building pools, picking the place and area, designing it, mapping out the pipes. We made some artificial plants as decoration. We transformed that whole area into a verdant oasis. I wish I had the option for 10-hour days, though I'd have to work weekends as a trade-off, which I can't do since my husband has the weekends off. Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. That's where it gets. It's like, not gonna lie, during the work week, Cuppy barely sees me. Because, like, I get home at, like, 6:30, and if I want 8 hours of sleep, I have to be asleep at 9 p.m. So, I'm not very good at math, but that's only, like, 2.5 hours to, like, say hi. That's assuming I don't, like, take an hour to, like, decompress and remember to be a human being again. Which happens often. Excuse me. Sorry. All that remains now... Excuse me. I have cookies stuck in my throat. All that remains now is just the pool itself. And our staff seem quite eager to tackle this task. I assume you're training them as well? Naturally. Oh! I haven't seen Asterion in this pose before. It's not recently. He's a very cute cowman. Does that mean I get to see a bunch of, like, half-naked dudes? No! It means I get to see Luke and his fucking... God damn it. Yeah, hi, Spooky. I hope you're ready to see a bunch of fucking ooh bulges everywhere. Speaking of eager, Luke is ready for action the moment he steps onto the dock. Luke, I find it funny that you have nipples underneath your feathers. That is a little funny to me. Rather than following the rest of the staff towards the changing rooms, he pulls off his shirt and pants in one swift, rehearsed motion right there in public. Because of course he does. His thrice-cursed American flag Speedo revealed once more unto the world. The Griffin wastes no time leaping into the pool with a cry of "Cannonball!" Koda can only sigh as he picks up after Luke, placing the pile of discarded clothing well away from the water on a nearby sun mountain. Just as I thought I'd never see that thing again. So I suppose we should be grateful he's wearing anything at all. Yeah. Dragon clears his throat, banishing the image from both your minds. Yeah, if you'll excuse me, I think I shall dip into something more comfortable with you. Strip Coda? Wow, Spooky. And then we got my husbando here. Left alone, you and Assyrian approach the edge of the pool together. Aww! You know how to swim, Assyrian? Of course. My home was close to the sea. Not that anywhere in Crate is particularly far from it. You dip a foot in, wiggling your toes and rolling your ankle. It feels just right, refreshing, but not so close to make you flinch from the sudden shift in temperature. Asterion mimics you with his left hoof, dipping it into the lapping waters. Is your hoof sensitive enough to feel how cold it is? Not as sensitive as my fingers, no, but I can get an approximation. The Minotaur rolls up his pants and sits in the edge of the pool, submerging both hooves up to his calves. He leans back, supporting himself with his arms, slicking his ears and swishing his tail. I fucking love this guy, he's so cute. Would you like to hop into Asterion? Perhaps. However, Luke drifts by, his wings performing a sluggish underwater backstroke, while he floats belly up, exposing the bulge in his skimpy swimwear to the vast sky above. Luke, please stop. Is that the average attire for swimming in this age? No, Luke is an exception to the rule, Asterion. Bulgy bird. Yeah, fucking bulgy bird, alright. They're common enough. The swimming suits I saw in the motion pictures with Master Jean-Marie were completely different. They covered the upper body as well.
You mean the old-timey striped ones?
Indeed, judging by what the others are wearing, I suppose they would be considered old-timey. It is a shame. I sometimes wonder what they would be like to swim in.
You'll look cute in one of those.
You know what? You might look cute in one of those, actually. You believe it would be becoming? Thank you, Kanesh. However, I think I'd prefer to fit in with the rest of the staff. Perhaps I should wear something more modern then. What would you propose? To take another look at the shameless griffin floating by, and is that enough to spark an idea? Let's go to the changing room, shall we?
In a changing room for real?
Whoa. Yeah, somehow this literally looks like every changing room at a swimming pool, like public swimming pool I've ever fucking been to in my life. Complete with the concrete architecture and the fucking benches. Next to the path back to the hotel sits a squat building, a door on either side of the facade leading to the men's and women's changing rooms respectively. Besides Greta, I don't think there's a single woman here. Well, I mean, no, that's a lie. There's guests that come here that are women, assumingly. So like all the mythical creatures are going to be in one room in particular. The two of you head over to the men's side, finding a Spartan and serviceable setup. Rows of sturdy middle lockers, a few low benches along the wall, at the back wall, a line of shower cubicles in which to rinse off. Everyone else is already changed and headed out, affording you and Asterion ample privacy. Asterion, are we doing sexy times in the shower bathroom here? So what do you have in mind, Condition? I think you'll enjoy this. You close your eyes and hum the labyrinth tune. When the lights of the changing room stop flickering, you find your creation resting in your hands. Surprise! The flourish, you hand over the newly summoned garment, similar to Luke's Speedo, but a good size bigger and adorned with a different pattern. Is this... Yep, go ahead, try it on. Oh god. Guys. What's the steering gonna look like now? Is it gonna be a very ass Tyrion, or is it gonna be like... Whoa. In the meantime, you summon a swimwear into existence for yourself as well. You already have some in the suitcase back in your room, but, well, why take the time to retrieve it? You'll just have to live with owning a set of two now. A grunt from behind catches your attention, though you remain facing away to focus on making yourself decent. You mean Asterian's looking at my ass? Is there something that matters too much, is it? No, that's not it. I'm grateful truly, but this material is strange. It is like silk, but not quite. I never taught the hotel how to make this sort of cloth. What is it? I'm pretty sure it's a mix of polymers, most likely with a lot of nylon to it. It's a sort of artificial fabric that came into fashion around the 50s or something. You write a contract describing this material? Nope, not me. Well, whoever did it, their sewing skills are impressive, but it shows even here. Say, do you think Luke ever worked as a tailor? You think it was him? Who else would put in the time to teach the hotel how to make something like this? Thus, there's no hole for a tail. I notice Luke prefers allowing his to ride over his underwear. You would not know this, but it makes it sit lower. I'm sure it is intentional on his part. Oh, yep. I never would have guessed. You hear Asterion hum a few bars, then the rustling of fabric and a contented sigh. This is how I prefer it. Just pierce the hole in the backside, cut it up a bit, add a button, makes it more comfortable for my tail. Oh, the hotel's magic? Indeed, much simpler than doing it by hand, though I appear to have a few years of experience with that as well. Once you finish putting on your swimsuit, once Asterion signals that he's decent spell, you turn around and see how it looks on him. Wow! Wow! Okay. There. Damn. Husbando looks good in his little swim Speedo. Goddamn. Looking good, buddy. Assyrian further adjusts his speedo, testing out how it feels until he hears footsteps approaching from outside. Ah, that's spooky, I know. God damn. This cameraman looking hot. His ears flicker twice. Once, twice, grow very still. His back relaxes as he notices the distinct lack of Luke's clicking claws. Oh, wait, then who is it? What's wrong? There is somebody passing by outside just now, and thankfully it was not Luke. As much as I appreciate him, I'd rather not hear what he has to say about you and I changing clothes together. Oh! Yeah, where's my Speedo, Spooky? What's up with that? You can press the scroll wheel of your mouse to hide the text. Oh! What? Fucking... Damn, Chapel Man, you're really doing everybody here a service. Thank you. Chapel Man, you're the best, Chapel Man. God damn. We could have been looking in at the Asterian more if we... Oh, okay. Yeah, considering we've all been through this, this is nothing. But he probably wouldn't let us hear the end of it. Wow. God damn. Chapman really spoiling us tonight. Now that would he understand that my upbringing was a lot more liberal concerning clothing than the norms of today. This so-called Speedo is tighter than I'm used to, but our general attire was just revealing. Yeah, it actually is, but I normally have Suri in his underwear. It does look basically the same. But enough of that. Should we go, my fine lord? After you, my great friend. Zoom! Oh, I can actually see Asterian's tail. Back outside, the ruckus makes quick work of your secret, sweet atmosphere, leaving the two of you in the midst of the mundane reality of the hotel. You catch sight of Luke wandering into the shallows, where the kobolds cover about in water wings and floaties. Oh my god. I loved him. The griffin soon finds himself becoming a participant in their rambunctious play, though perhaps victim may be more apt. After a minute or so watching the commotion, Asterian gives you a sideways glance. I do have a question. Is that the Greek flag? Yes. I thought it would be appropriate, Sumi. You do realize that I have no particular allegiance to mainland Greece, correct? I am Cretan. However, all considered, I do not believe I would feel much connection to the flag of contemporary Crete either. That's reasonable. Still, it would look really good on you. It really does look good on you. It gladdens me very much that you think so. And I truly do wish to fit in with the others. Besides, so I accept your gift. Thank you. Aww. Fucking love this cow. Now, should we go for a swim? What the fuck is this? You and Asterian return to the pool side by side. Both of you are not dressed for the occasion. You take the Minotaur's towel and your own, then turn towards the line of sun loungers and put them down. Asterian waits for you, patient and expectant at the poolside. So, how should we do this? Will I just jump on in? It's your call. In truth, I'm a little bit rusty. Long has it been since I had the chance to go swimming. Well then. Fuck. I feel like I have to watch him because he's just a baby. Actually, I guess we're at the beach episode of this anime. Hilarious. Didn't even realize. Okay. I think I'll watch him swim. A better opportunity to get yourself back in full form. Me, I think I'll just stay here and watch you. I'd like to just relax for a little while longer. Hey, it's so nice and we've been so busy lately. I think I'd like to just relax for a little while longer. Are you sure? Very well, if that's what you wish. Thank you for the opportunity to practice then. Sploosh! Stern turns, taking the lever, drop right in. You, meanwhile, take a seat on the edge and just dunk your legs and we'll watch him swim. Wow! It's so fucking fast! It begins simply enough with Asterian making long, broad strokes. He cuts through the water with far more ease than one might think given his bulk. Yeah, sploosh! When he finishes the lap and returns to your side, he stops to take a breath. The bull does not, however, even attempt to shake the water out of his hair. Perhaps he enjoys the feeling, or even studying the way it drips to his fur. Whoosh! He just fucking goes! And after goes again, faster with stronger motions. In these rare moments, when Asterian seems overtaken by simple, uncommon confidence, he truly is a sight to behold. Whoa! After a few more laps, you can't help but notice the waves he's making large enough to splash up your waist now. Others are noticing too, especially those who are trying to use the pool of language. As he comes back to your way, you call out, "Hey, I'm glad you had so much fun, but you might want to slow..." He's off the game before you finish one with the water and off in his own world.
My poor sweet child.
No other recourse, you finally hop in the water yourself. If talking does not work, you'll need to take action. Grab him by the tail? I feel like it'd be rude to fucking touch him by his tail. But also I think it'd be funny. But I also don't want to hurt him. Grab him by... Oh, okay. As he throws you gain, you lay low and wait for your chance to strike. Comes to the moment he turns around the wall and just around the throw, reaching for his hindquarters. All it takes a firm grip on his straight tail for the Minotaur to start tripping over his own hooves, even in the water. But, yeah, but... Like to see that we're all in unanimous vote for butt. Assyrian Saw's dead in his tracks. He starts to thrash the welcome detention, and then he notices that you are who you are and what you were doing, and he grows bubbles in the water. Oh my fucking god, I love him. He's so goddamn cute. He's just like, fuck. You son of a bitch. Like, ow! What?
Yeah, isan onomatopoeia.
Yeah, I fucking wish I had zoom in feature just so I could zoom in on Assyrian's goofy face. Assyrian's just like... Oh, sorry, this is too funny to me.
Moo woo.
I agree, moo woo. Barakanest. Assyrian Saw's dead in his tracks, yeah. Sir. His tail wriggles in your grasp as he catches his breath, chest heaving and nostrils flaring from the exertion. Droplets flow down his step-wide back and fly through the air as they flicked off his red-tinged ears. The water in the pool starts to settle now. The turning of tide has abated. You're a good swimmer, Assyrian, we get it. But you're getting a little too carried away there. You okay? He huffs. His breath starts coming in heavy gasps once more. Captain, I love how you're telling me how to do this at this very opportune time. My apologies, Congestion. I suppose I did get a little carried away. It really has been a long time. You've had him on the back with a few last exasperated glances your way. The staff members resume their activities as though nothing had happened. I fucking love this cow. Why don't we go over there and calm down for a bit? Aw, baby. Fucking love this cow. Such a good cow. I love this cow. I'm married to this cow now. The two of you rest on the side of the pool overlooking the valley, taking in the view as Asterion takes in the slow, deep, calming breaths. So, a little bit rusty, If that was you out of practice, I can't imagine how you were in your prime. Well, centuries have passed since I felt this much water. Much less had this opportunity to enjoy it. I suppose that I, missed it. A little grumble crawls up his throat, bashful. Moo. He nods. Well, it's gonna be right here for you to enjoy anytime you like. Though, maybe you should have, saved the laps for when it's less crowded. Another nod as he looks around, noticing that their water level seems much lower now. Much of it has overflowed from the basin below, vanishing edge with all his splashing and wave making. Ooh. He hums discreet instruction the hotels to create more. Marwater, please. I was sitting at the edge of the pool for a while. Assyria looks back to you. Yes, you look to go dry off. Look up to your bovine companion, giving him a small nod. Oh, I love him. Sure, I think I've had enough for now. We could probably call this project a complete success at this point. Indeed. Two of you get out of the pool, finding your towels right where you left them. on one of the sun lounges. You step away from one another and begin to draw yourselves off. Zoom! Last you finish, fold up your towel and turn to check on the Minotaur's progress. I apologize. This may take a while. Indeed, it appears that Asterian's fur will take a lot longer, or a little longer, and more than one towel to dry. Even the desert wind seems to not be helping only so much. No problem, buddy. We have all the time in the world. We do, yes. He motioned the poolside chairs with a grateful nod. The Minotaur moves to splay himself out, hoping to drip dry on the sun's bright rays. Aww. As you take a seat next to him, Coda trundles up to you two carrying a cooler. Coda, where have you been? Been like all day, my dude. What have you been doing? I mean, he's definitely been somewhere quiet, that's for sure. So, Asterian, Cassian, I assume you enjoyed yourselves out there. It was pretty fun, yeah, pretty tiring too. Well, then, may I interest you two in some refreshment? Dragon sets the cooler down and opens the top to display his wares. Dark bottles of beer chilling the fresh ice with which fills the container. Not sake, okay. That sounds amazing right about now. Asterian? If you wish to partake, then I will join you. Excellent, 2 beers, my good man. With a servile half bow and playful smile, the dragon cracks open and hands you a pair of bottles. Pass one to Asterian and take one long sip of your own. Sound with your drinks, looking over the water together. You know, this is pretty nice, just sitting here with the drink and relaxing, I mean. And with the pool and all, it doesn't feel nearly as miserable. Yes, I can only hope the guests enjoy it as much as we all have been. I'm positive they will. But let's a tiny laugh. You know, it's funny you should say that. I was thinking how nice it would be to have set up a bar out here. What is a nice relaxing day by the poolside without some refreshment? And while beer is good, a bar would allow to offer freshly made drinks as well. Ah, that's actually not a bad idea. It could certainly give the guests a extra incentive to come out and enjoy themselves. Precisely. And, well, in truth, Luke has allowed me to fill in for him in the lounge here and there, but I do very much enjoy it. If like, I could lend a hand with the poolside bar, whenever I have a spare moment. That sounds good, and I do appreciate the effort, but I couldn't ask you to handle something like that all on your own on top of your other responsibilities. As a matter of fact, we should probably get together some personnel to run things out here on a more permanent basis anyway. For starters, we'll definitely need at least a lifeguard or two. Ah, yes, as luck would have it, I was conversing with a guest from the Bahamas who was asking for staff openings, but just this morning. He's a web designer, but has worked a few summer jobs as lifeguard before. It's definitely a start. Go ahead and give me his contact info later. Although we do have to consider that he alone may not be enough for some guests, larger guests, especially mythicals who'd be too big for a human to pull out of the pool. Yes, I suppose there's something to take into consideration. Well, today is not the day for such topics. We'll figure it out sometime. I guess so. For now, let's just relax and enjoy ourselves. Dragon cracks open a bottle for himself, lifting it up towards you. Oh, drink. Koda continues to offer drinks from the cooler and have a few himself. Eventually, however, he leaves for the changing room, leaving you during some time alone. The Minotaur looks out of the pool, now almost empty. That was the most fun I've had in a long time. Thank you for arranging it, Canastion. Please, it's all for the guests. Although, if I had known how much joy you enjoy swimming, this would have been a higher priority. In that case, I'll make sure that I come here as often as I can. Ensure that the guests are enjoying it, of course. We cannot have your efforts going to waste now, can we? And I'd very much like it if you could join me. To make sure no one is getting carried away with their laps. You give your partner and co-work owner a smile, bumping his shoulder with your own. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, I love this cow. Such a good cow, man. So, I wanted to ask, should I change back my old clothes? Or, do we want Asterian to get out of his Speedo? Or do we want to say it's okay for him to run around like this? Yes, fine like this? Oh, well, oh, okay. As you wish. Speedo is good. Fuck it. Okay, fine. Okay, we're all on the same page. As you wish. Fucking love this cow. Let's check it on the exploration team. Well, no, we're sent out to explore. After your daily tasks are done, you return to the lounge to enjoy a meal and a moment of rest. You scroll through your phone while waiting for Luke to come and take your order. 10 minutes pass to the frenetic rhythm which seems to guide the Griffins every step. Like a metronome, each tick of the clock seems to punctuate a beat in the inaudible song as Luke endeavors to keep all his plates in the air at once. He rushes back and forth from the kitchen to the counter to the tables, taking orders, serving drinks, delivering food, and occasionally flirting with the male guests whenever he can find a spare moment. Delays are unfortunate but inevitable, and now that you're receiving more people, however, it still takes much longer than your worst estimate to be served. You scroll through the list of your contracts to pass the time. You catch up with old acquaintances, letting them know you're doing well, but never go in detail about the specifics of your current situation. It's good to hear from them, and likewise see how they're doing. Look up from your phone and search for the ever-shameless Griffin. The quickest of glance reveals no one wearing only a Speedo, and neither do you hear any raunchy jokes in his Texan drawl. Look again, could he be wearing something decent for a change? Acting with class and discretion, mayhaps disguised? The gods, however, are never so kind. Luke is nowhere to be seen, nearly naked or otherwise. Where's Luke? Is something wrong? You go check the kitchen, but as soon as you do, you bump, and quite literally so, into something more unexpected. Oh my god. What are they doing? Why do they have little shirts? Two of the kobolds are cowering next to your legs, barely noticeable under the table. Their usual rags are gone, and instead they're wearing what look like miniature fast food uniforms. Their polos and khaki pants are stained with grease, and plastic visors are perched smartly and precariously upon their brows. One of the kobolds jumps backwards to the bolt. The darker one yanks his companion by the collar with his other hand and pokes you with a piece of paper until you take it. Oh, no, God. God darn it, Zepito, we've been over this. In America, you don't give the notebook to the guests. You gotta get their attention and then write their order down. I swear, if a duck had your brains, it'd fly north for the winter. Luke yanks the notebook from the kobold's grasp, and the doe-eyed darling starts shaking his tears while I'm like, no, not the baby. Sorry, lost my temper there, buddy. I didn't mean okay, you're doing great. Just, gotta hammer out some kinks on that. I'll make up to you, right? Just get to the table, tend their food while I take care of the ordering. After the shift, I'll fry you boys up some corn dogs. I'm a Snake Man. Chickens, we don't talk to Snake Man often. He appears only outside, only when he has some bullshit that he wants to peddle. His name's Argos, and he's kind of an asshole, so we don't talk to him often. Like, he's more of an antagonist in this game, which is why we don't see him often, because he's usually trying to fuck with me. Or dogs. These words alone transmogrify their tears into glimmering diamonds and forever glorious pyrite. The kobolds scurry out to perform their task, already looking forward to the savory treat to come. Sorry about that, condition. Can I take your order? The hell just happened? Well, things were more crowd leading, and I was having a hard time handling it on my own. The kobolds were getting antsy and wanted to pitch in, so they're my waiters now. Luke pulls out a pen. You notice his eyes darting back and forth, not to leer at men's crotches, but to track the darling kobolds as they scamper about. The pedo, that's table 9. Table 10's over there. You seem to have your hands full even with their help. Like you wouldn't believe, Chief. Taking orders is the hardest part for them, really. They're awfully shy. But they still want to do it anyway. I love little boogers. When you least expect it, they do the cutest shit you can imagine. Or eager, too, and I respect that. Plus, you can get them doing near about anything for corn dogs. You putting on those little outfits? Why, thank you for noticing, partner. I designed them myself. Yes, Ma was right. I do have some designer in me, eh? I know some, I guess, didn't take too kind of me strung around the thong, so I figured this better represent this here establishment. And Styrian, I think he liked the idea too. He armed up these clothes faster than a snake could shake its rattle. I appreciate that, Luke. There's some very professional initiative coming from you. Never said I couldn't open to feedback, boss. But yeah, I do suppose it'll make me harder to hook up. It ain't like I've been doing much of that with the map in the sky and all that. Yeah, when little guys offered help, I just had to give them something to wear. Why not you for it? They don't look very ergonomic, though. You want to run that by me one more time, Fancy Pants? I don't know too many $10 words. Argus will show up eventually again, as he tends to do. Oh, okay. There we go, chickens. There's your answer. Comfortable, easy to work in. Well, it's a work in progress. But enough of that. Where's my manners? Can I get you something to drink and ask you? Ugh. Being American hurts my voice, apparently. Who takes your order and returns to the kitchen? Man from the hallway, you catch a familiar tune, a loud clopping of hooves and chest rumbling hum. Wow! Your friend locks his gaze on you, but before approaching, he meanders about. He notices the men sitting at the counter, waves to a pair of women snacking to the side, and bows to a family and their children. Oh god. Out to bed, it was fun watching you play. Have a good night. Oh, thanks, Chaplain. You have a good night, too. I think I'll get to bed soon here, too, anyways, because it's almost midnight here. And I know it's a streamer weekend for me, but I might actually have to go somewhere and do something tomorrow morning with Cuppy, because Halloween's just about here. So, yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'll probably find something to raid soon here. I just want to finish the beach scene here, because we've had a lot of stuff suddenly happen. He smiles, and even before sitting, he can't help but flick his ears and fidget his hoops. Aw, be cute. Aw, thanks, chicken. You love me too. His open and closed listening expression can often register to some of the guests as blank or stony, but to you he smiles. This is not an invitation. You raise your eyebrows and he giggles. You wait for him to speak and he merely snorts and leans back. Your petulant partner leaves you no choice but to take the bait. Then we have a good grand old time.
RPG_Rooster says, glad I was here for when you got 400 followers.
Oh, thanks, RPG Rooster. It was interesting. I mean, I've been seeing numbers go up, but like, damn, it's an even number now. Yes, sir, a fine day it has been. What exactly has made it so fine, Minotaur rests his chin on his hand and scratches his own ears, but his lips remain sealed. Prey shall not deliver itself, the hunter must give chase. Do I need to guess? Perhaps, if you wish to know it all. Other gods, one night you give rights to a man, and not a week passes before he learns to keep secrets. Tell me, what stops you from ordering you to say it? Yourself only, though if you had it in you, then, well, there'd be no band on your arm. Please give me some credit. Now, to guess what secret is that you're keeping. You ruminate on all that's happened so far, and all the good and bad. What could have ushered in such a state? Could be something related to Argos, as the rascal tried and failed to come up with another one of his schemes. If you aren't given the chance to consider further, the Minotaur gets antsy and gives in. That's not Terry. Hear it. Man, I just had a conversation with you, guest, and that you wish to join us as staff. That's great news. The hotel, magic or not, is way too big for the four of us to tend to alone. It's way too big. Indeed, we'll need more people in our family if we're to realize our mission. And the ones who approached me about it seemed like fine folk. I have a good feeling. Now, can I ask you, would you consent to it, to expanding your staff? Let's see, if memory serves, haven't we become partners in managing this fine establishment? Isn't that correct? Indeed. Then you have as much decision-making power as I do. If your judgment tells you these are good people, then I'll trust you. I consent to it, but going forward, let's establish that you're in charge of hiring. You are too kind. In that case, I suggest or ask. Now, before you can finish, just fish, you should hold a seminar to welcome and instruct our new staff. Don't you think so? You smile and say that that's more than any oracle ever did. Oh. Next morning, you and Assyrian sit by the sidelines as Luke and Coda take the stage to speak of their experiences so far. Your guests, now cherished staff members, drink in everywhere, their eyes gleaming like stars after light rain. Not only a week ago, they had arrived in unwashed clothes, owning only what they could carry, and not even that. Today, however, they witnessed the Minotaur's mysteries. Everyone learns how to hum the realm of wakefulness, and commanded to realize minor miracles. Learn, too, that the hotel's greatness comes from its mission, and at the cost of hard work, dedication, and humanity. Learn much, but on the topic of Gastarian's past, they're all told only the one essential point. He is the co-owner alongside you. All else is for him. Share if and when he pleases. Aw. Assyrian's just doing all this fucking in his goddamn thong. Assyrian's tail swishes and grazes against your leg. His eyes have a fine dew to them as he swallows the lump in his throat. They have a home now. The hotel is fulfilling its purpose. Assyrian nods and his ears flutter, as though taken over by a song. Put a hand on your friend's shoulder and bring him closer to you. Aww. Your arm around his lower back. Ooh. Lead ring brushing against his shirt. Shifts his own like the sun at dawn. Sky over the horizon until his warmth breaks over your shoulders and return. Aww. There they stand together, the statuesque lords of the realm, shameless in their brotherhood. This is the beauty of men at work, generous with gestures and shy with words. The Minotaur giggles and you smile. His tail swishes behind the both of you as you sip from your drink. You're getting hot in here? I know, Spooky, damn. You got 2 buff cows on screen now. Here, let me just like... Oh, I think I'm too big. There we go. Just me and my cowman together on the screen at the same time. Just bros being bros. There we go. Could you be in the middle, Spooky? Hang on a second. There are you. Spooky. There we go. There you go, Spooky. I think you're in the middle. Oh, whoops! Oh man, I was stapled you to his nipple. Hang on. Here you go, Spooky. You can be on that nipple. And chickens, you can be on this nipple. Oh my god, what have I done? My snake! There's a snake in your boot! Can I just like... Thank you. Oh, here you go, Spooky. You can have points. Here, have some points. Oh, I got feminized. Oh no. Wow. Wait, here, let me let you go. Okay, I'm totally not having a whole lot of fun. Alright, anyways. Let's finish this part so I can go to bed. Because it's late here and I already worked fucking a full day today. And I don't have it in me to keep going. Aw, I hate you chickens. But the moment ends too soon. Coda and Luke beckon for one of the co-owners to take over and continue with the seminar. Oh. The tips of your fingers, you push a steering forward. Do not budge until it crosses his mind that this may be in order, yet his first step only comes when he knows it is not. Heading to bed now, I'm super tired. Oh, okay, good night, mister. I think we're all heading to bed here. Minotaur takes the stage once more, and this time he shows no fear. As I said, my name is Asterion, and I'm the hotel's. Clasps his hand together as though grasping the smallest diamond while all of time and memory swells forth. All the impossible fantasies one nurses when they're about to fall asleep. All the extravagant dreams one never mentions. All that can never be admitted comes true. His chest swells and his voice, even if hitched, booms. My name is Asterion, and I'm the hotel's co-owner, alongside my business partner, Kadastian. Aww. The hinterlands too. Deathless Aphrodite, the spangled mind. The bullet I set off. Yeah, you do, and we're gonna figure it out tomorrow. Or maybe not tomorrow. Next week. Damn. Being fun though. Okay. I think it's time to go to bed. Because we're all ready for bed here. I'm honestly just happy that my save didn't get corrupted when I updated the game. And I'm looking forward to more of this game, because this game is really nice. It's really fun. It's really comforting. And judging by the amount of tangents I went on today, it really, really, really makes me go on tangents. Anyways, let's find something to read. It's been too long. And I am tired as hell. Tired shit now. Let's see, is the rat still alive? No, the rat raided. Who else is alive? Oh, my eyeballs are tired. We got Jin playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Oh, Folly Knight's live. I don't think I've actually raided Folly Knight before. I honestly didn't think I was cool enough. Aw, thanks, Spooky. My God, this game looks fucking. It looks great. We're gonna raid Folly Knight just because I haven't been able to raid them before. And I don't wait. Folly Knight's Australian? What? It's when? Folly, she, her. I'm an eldritch creature from down under, 20,000 leagues under. I'm looking to bring some super chill, shiny hunting and 3D sculpting streams. Maybe knitting and crochet. Huh. So we're gonna go raid Folly Knight because I've never raided her before and she raided me first. And now I gotta do like a revenge raid or something. So I have to remember how to raid. My brain doesn't right now. I'm very tired. I'm probably gonna raid, drag Cuppy into bed, and then wake up tomorrow. There you go, we got raid Folly Knight. Yeah, I don't know what we want to raid this should be. Revenge. Hell. Raid. There you go. There's a raid message if anyone wants to do that. Revenge Cal raid. I hope people had a good time with my stream. It's been very fun. I was very surprised with the whole wide range of emotions I went through tonight. I swear this game pulls it out of me. It just does. Holy shit. Yeah, Minotaur Hotel Part 3 was 1 month ago now. Apparently, I've been putting off Minotaur Hotel for 1 month, and I did not intend to do that. I was completely by accident. It's just been a busy month for me, because apparently in addition to, like, Halloween and Thanksgiving 1 and 2 for me, and work, it's been too much. So, hopefully, starting this month and next month, I can get more done. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. Have a good night, everybody. Happy Halloween. And goodbye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.